It's not really a previous after you have that. Good morning, everyone. Here. Okay. Okay, so very happy to be here today to have you guys in my training about marketing. So today we'll be talk about the fundamental marketing and Jerry Ng. Okay. So first of all, I introduce myself first. I hope this should be a very exciting topic for you guys, right? So I have prepared a lot of materials and videos that you guys should be just enjoy the training sessions, okay? So this is me. It reveal my age, but it's okay. Basically, I have 15 years of marketing experience. My experience is more on products, but in the training later, I will cover a little bit and to brainstorm a little bit with you guys on services as well. These are the brands that I actually worked before. Most of it, I think the brand that you are very familiar with, or you are buying for, you will see the ads, or you will see the marketing efforts and all that, right? So all these brands has won some kind of awards. So during my time, I'm very honored to have actually won this Putra Brands Awards, which is one of the prestige awards in Malaysia for consecutive 5 years. Few of the brands actually won a couple of times. Actually, for Panadol, they actually won the Putra Brands Icon Awards. Means that they consecutively win 5 years of gold award that you get to go into the Icon Award. Okay, so I'm sure that you guys know it's a very well-known brand. You don't call painkiller, you call Panadol. So that's how good when you do the brand, you already represent the category. It's just like we always say that Pampers, but actually it's not Pampers. Pampers is brand. It's actually diapers. But we grew up with it. We are so used to the brand name until that the brand equals to category. Same goes to Milo. Actually, what is Milo? Milo is a brand name. It's actually a chocolate drink, but everyone just knows it's Milo. And in a lot of people's hearts and mind, right, Milo cannot be replaceable. There's nothing like Milo. It's not a chocolate milk, it's not a chocolate drink, it's not a hot chocolate, it's Milo. So this is how good a branding can be. When you really do it very well, your brand can last very long. Okay. So let me recap the learning outcome. At the end of the session, you'll be able to know the fundamental marketing and apply while doing any related marketing activities or the marketing campaign. Okay. So this is my agenda. You will have the handout with you. So I have the slides there. Probably have one or two, not latest updated, but most of it is the latest updated one. There is some notes space for you to write down some notes. So if you think that anything that you feel, because a lot of point is not captured in the slide. So when I talk through or you have some thoughts that you want to implement on your business or whatsoever, you can write down, or you can write down the questions, then during the Q&A you can ask me and all that. Okay? So first of all, we will go into so what is marketing? So here, right, anyone can tell me what do you think? No right or answer. What is your understanding of marketing? Okay. Involving people what you do. Yes, involving people what you do. What else? No right or wrong can.
Product information. Product information.
Product information, okay. Promoting products. Okay. So if you go and Google or Wikipedia, they will tell you it's a process or system or how you actually get the product. My interpretation of marketing is you cannot always in touch with your consumer, correct, or your customer. So marketing is the effort that people will still pick you when you're not there. Any form. It can be a TVC, it can be a product info, it can be a service, it can be a website. But the important thing is it doesn't require a person, doesn't require a salesperson, doesn't require anyone, and you can actually make the consumer or client pick up your service versus other brands. Just I give you an example. When you go to a supermarket shelf, right, and you want to buy a shampoo, there's I think at least about 20 to 30 brands of shampoos. But what makes you pick the one, for example, let's say you pick Sunsilk. Why you pick Sunsilk? There's no salesperson standing there. There's no one telling you, but you just pick the brand. It's like a invincible hand that's forcing you to pick the brand. So this is marketing. So why this is important is this can be amplified. So if you doesn't require a person to stand there to explain to you the product, means that you can actually make it very big scale. That's why you can put on TV, then you can reach millions of people. You can put on billboard, then you can reach thousands of people. So that's the marketing effort. So that's explain why. So why marketing is important is because it actually requires less of human resources. You develop the materials and all that, you put it out, and then it can run by itself already. That's why this is why a good marketing is important. So everything has good and bad. When it's good marketing, you do good impact. Oh, what's it doing impact? When it's bad marketing, it's same thing. It's bad impact as well. So we need to. So I have. So now then we go back. Take a step back, right? Who are you actually sending the marketing to people? Is actually either consumer or clients, depends on product or service, right? Then you think about it. We all are actually consumers. We all are actually clients, right? What is our current today's situation is we receive a lot of info. When you open your phone, your social media platform, there's so many things coming to you. And we always want the most fastest and convenient way. Right? And also, we will trust the review of others, like other friends or other users, rather than the advertiser, correct? Sometimes you want to see, hey, is it really that good? I want to see, is other people saying the same thing? So these are the phases that we are going through as of now. Everyone is going through the same stage. That's where you need a good piece of marketing material. So I pull out some example to show you, and I will explain to you why this is good. So this is one of the visuals for a household product. So what do you, okay, can I ask you guys, what do you think about this visual? The first message that you get is what?
Smells good. Smells good.
Luxury.
Roses. Smell rose.
Okay, premium roses. Good. Anything else?
High-end.
High end. Okay, what do you think is high end?
The selection of colors and
Actually, it's correct. Do you realize that it didn't say, it said deluxe, but it didn't say premium. But you think this will be very high class, very premium, just by the look and feel, the color, the presentation. Because when you look at the visual, right, it's not only the words and the graphic, the message that you take back, oh, this is a very good product. And do you realize that they put perfume water?
Yes.
So this visual, right, they want to talk about, is it your perfume or your fabric condition? They want to talk about the smell, the good smell of it. So by putting the perfume water, right, straight away you have the perception that, oh, this smells very good. Although it's a flat visual, you actually didn't smell anything. But when you look at it, you say, oh, this smells very good. So when you go to the store, this will actually trigger and you'll feel that, oh, maybe I should try this one. So this is a good visual because you see, it didn't even say a word saying smells good or, good smell, roses smell, whatever. No, it didn't say. But when you look at it, you surely can feel it already by the roses, visuals, and all that, right? So I give you another example. So very straightforward, and it's not cluttered. One of the things that a lot of people like is they put 10 things into a visual or put 10 things. Actually, you don't need to because you have a lot of places to sell your product. The more you give the consumer, the harder they actually to pick up the message. So just identify what is the one thing you want them to remember, you make it big. Sometimes really less is more. 1 point enough to kill. You need to put 10 things. Okay? What is the feeling of this region?
Sour.
Sour, okay. Why is it sour?
It's lime.
Natural ingredient. So this visual talk about lime inside out. Straight away you feel that like what you said, sour. You feel the taste, the sensations, and you will get the feeling it's very concentrated because it tells you lime inside. You see, you cut the bottle inside, it's all lime, right? So to give you like a real taste and real juice. So, but you realize or not, don't even have branding, only the bottle. Only one words, nothing already, blank. But it already deliver the message that it wants to deliver. So when you go to marketing, right, it's always less is more. So this is some of the example that you see already, you get the message and you can remember. The things you want to avoid when you pick any marketing is you give 10 points, then end of the day when you ask consumer, actually what do you think about this? I didn't remember. That means that you didn't actually click to the consumer. So that's why you need lesser things in your visuals, or even when the ways that your materials doing things, less is more. Must remember this. Okay. Any questions so far before we go to 4P?
No.
Yes.
The balance between using words and using visual, is it have to be more visual?
Yes. Especially if you do a lot of social media platform, we call this as the rule of thumb. Rule of thumb means when you scroll your Facebook, do you know every user only stay at the screen for 2 seconds? So when it doesn't capture my attention, I scroll it away. That's called rule of thumb. So that's why sometimes I see some people not doing so well, they pick a very bad topic to attract people. That's not the right way to do it. But visual is the best way. Because human right, tends to pay more attention on visual rather than the words. So sometimes that's why the post, the visual, you want to put a few keywords there. Because sometimes people don't even bother to read your caption. They will just go through the visual. So if they go through the visual, they think, oh, there's something I want to read, only they will go through the captions. That's why when you put a visual, right, we always will put 1 or 2 points. Like this one, 1 point. So when you see it, like for example, if you see this on Facebook, hey, this product is very nice, I want to try, then you read the caption. Where can you get it? Where is it from? And all that. So that's why always visual is important. And visual has to be very clean. It has to tell the story. It has to keep one look at it. You see, oh, I want to look at it. I want to know what is it. So that's the essence that you need to know. Because a lot of people now doing Facebook or digital, right? They forgot about this point. So they put a lot of things on the visuals or captions, right? Sometimes the audience don't even read it because it's too fast. It doesn't capture their attention. So this also goes back to just now the consumer nowadays. Remember, like you yourself, if you are rushing to books and all that, right? Probably you scrolling Facebook is only like 1-2 minutes. So it's already a lot of info at the 1-2 minutes. So what can capture your attention? So next time you want to try, it's very easy. When you scroll on your own like TikTok or Instagram, right? You see what are the visuals that capture your attention, you stop, right? Then you look at the video, what is it that you can see? Then you will know, oh, this type of visual will actually make people stop and look at it. The next time when you do your marketing already, I try to apply. This is the fastest way. Okay, so we move to the marketing mix 4P. Okay, so this one, you have to go back to very basic. What product or what type of service you want to offer to your consumer. Okay, so the first P is actually product. So you have to go back and ask yourself what product you are selling or what service that you are offering. The fundamental basic. And the next one you want to ask yourself is what consumer need you have fulfilled or what solution you have provided. Basically, what problem you have solved on the consumer. For example, let's say Pandemic. Because you are very busy, you are working, you rush back, and you got enough materials or material, you need to call, you got no time to go out and beat the traffic. Pandemic, what does it solve you? It solves you give you convenience. You can select what you want and deliver to your doorstep, save your time. So these are the solutions that they help you. So always go back what pain point your client or consumer is facing and how are you going to solve it. This is very important because that's where you deliver your unique selling point. Because a lot of people now they jump straight away. They may not understand their product, they don't know what's the need, they go straight to the unique selling point. But the unique selling point that come up like that, right, is not solve the problem. You have to understand what exactly your product is giving. Then only you will get to develop the message that the consumer want. Then only you will click to the consumer. Because if you're talking about convenience, right? In the market, there's so many things offering convenience, right? And then like if you're talking about, let's say, affordable, there's so many affordable solutions. You're talking about delicious, there's so many delicious alternatives. So don't copy others, your competitors or other product unique selling point. This is a lot of people make the mistake, jump straight to the selling point. But you go back to your product. What is so special about your product? What problem have you solved? What pain point you have your consumer? That's where you come up with a USP. It will be unique to your product landscape. Okay. So after I talk so long, I'm gonna play you some video to go through it. So I choose two products. One is Ferrero Rocher, one is Cadbury. All very familiar with these two products, right?
Yes.
What is different with these two products?
Ferrero Rocher only have one
One expensive. In fact, yes, correct.
Cadbury has a lot of flavor or item. Ferrero Rocher only focus on
Yeah, only
one.
one, just only one, right? But it's right, but at the day two also chocolate, right?
Yeah.
So if let's say the unique selling point is delicious, two also the same. What does it differentiate Ferrero Rocher and Cadbury? Two also tastes great, right? Two also chocolate. You eat already also make you happy. So then people will start to compare other things like, for example, your pricing, flavors and all that. So look at how they do it. First of all, I play you their TV advertising, okay? Dipped in smooth, velvety veil, wrapped in a crispy wafer, coated in milk chocolate, and covered in hazelnut pieces. Ferrero Rocher, make your wings golden. Very premium, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I show you Cadbury. This Cadbury is really in Malaysia. It's a Malaysian app.
Kejap. Ini berarti ni.
Selamat hari jadi, Mama. Terima kasih.
So you see the difference. Both are selling the chocolate, the base product chocolate. But you can see Ferrero Rocher is about premium, it's about social, it's about having party. You see the way they enlarge how the chocolate being made, how the chocolate rollovers and all that. Well, Cadbury's they take a very different approach. First of all, if you realize, it's actually millennial kids. Because the most people that buy in Cadbury is actually mother. I mean, buying at the fridge and all that, share with the families, different kind of products and all that. The second thing is very localized. So you really see it and then it's like so relevant to you. You really see that kind of Kedai Rigid, right? And you really, you can feel, you can understand, when the small little girl gives the bracelet, you can like, and then after that you give like happy birthday, mama, you can feel the emotion. So it's going a very different approach now. My question, which one is more expensive? Chocolate.
Ferrero Rocher.
Yes. So do you know why they take this approach? Because when your product is more expensive, more premium, your overall look and feel is very different. It's like today you walk in, for example, a papa shop, versus you walk into a healthy shop. The in-store experience is very different because the product you're selling is very different. Same goes applies to your service and your product. If your target group is mass, nothing wrong with going premium or mass or middle. That is okay. It's your choice. You want to go anywhere, but you need to know each target group what is the characteristic. So if you are going to the mass, you cannot be too high end. You cannot be too premium. You must let them feel that you are close to them. You understand their problem. You are actually we are seeing and experience what you experience. Because if now today suddenly Cadbury come out a very premium things, right? Probably you will think maybe they have a precipice. You will have a feeling that it might not like very expensive already, right? So it's a different look and feel. But you look at it, it's same TV advertisement. It's the cost they spend probably is the same. But the look and feel that they carry is very different. And like what you said, remember Ferrero Rocher only one SKU. So you see the ad throughout all only one SKU. Even in their product assortment, only one SKU is only about 16 pieces, 24 pieces, 30 pieces, that's all. So it's a different thing. So you all must very aware of all this value too. How do you want to your consumer to feel you or your client to feel you? You want the client to feel you that you are very close to them. Then you look and feel the things that you do, the presentation will be very different. You want the client to play very premium, but I want to enjoy a better service because I pay so much of money. You have to let them to feel the luxuries. So this applies to product and service. For example, if this client is buying your product is only like 50 ringgit, probably you just a transaction, you just a paper, right? But if this client is booking a private jet for you, of course you need to roll it cover. Because you pay that kind of amount, the client already expected, I want to get that kind of service already. You must fulfill the expectation. Then they will feel that, oh, I think I worth to spend that money. Okay? So then next, all the 4P, if you realize, is all related. These 4Ps, although we always start with product first and price, but actually it doesn't matter. It's all related. Like just now I already touched on pricing. So when you know what is your product, what solution you give, what problem you're going to solve, the next thing you have to ask yourself, who is your target? Who are you targeting? And every time when you ask who are you targeting, the next question is who is your competitor? What they do? Always come together. Because let's say if your target mother, for example, then you have to ask yourself, who is the next one? Is it KitKat? Is it chocolate world? Okay. Who is the competitor? And you can look at what the competitor do, whether it's good or bad. Good, we do better. Right? If it's bad, don't repeat. Just don't do the things that the competitor do if it's bad. Okay? So you always must go through this one. That's why if you really think through the marketing, right, you actually need time to sit down and think, then you adjust your approach. The thing about marketing is people always see its material. They see banner, they see ad, they see billboard, they see radio. But actually to develop the material is very fast. The thing is the thinking behind is very long. Sometimes can take a month or that, and you can keep adjust to make it perfect. So in marketing, the thinking process is more important than developing the material. Because if all these things is clear already, you do up the material is very fast. You straight away know what is the correct material to do, what is the wrong material to do. Okay? Then the next thing you ask yourself is positioning. Are you a mass product or are you a premium product? Because these related to who are you targeting. If let's say today you want to a mass product, you want the income level is like 1,500 to 4,000, for example, or you want to do a premium income level 2,500 and above. Okay, this is by income or by is it single, age, female, male, people that is doing business. How big is the company turnover that you are targeting? These are all you need to think about it. Because today, let's say, let me just take an example of a training provider. If you are targeting a corporate, approach very different. If you're targeting a medium level company, their expectation also different. But if you're targeting a smaller company, also different. So you have to be very clear on who you want to target to. Why is actually because you have to remember the resources is always limited. no matter how big a brand or how big a company, you always have a budget. This year, I'm going to spend 100,000 on marketing, or this year, I'm going to spend 20,000 on marketing. There's always limited resources. So you cannot go all out, go everyone. Because when you go everyone, each channel become very key. So, like no impact. So you have to be very clear, like this year I fixed already, I have 20,000 marketing budget. Then you tell yourself, okay, then this year, who should I go for? Is it a medium company? Is it a small medium company? How many? So what are their, then when you have a very clear picture of who you want to target, from there you come up with the marketing material. I'm sure you will hit that. Rather than you come up with marketing material that like appeal to everyone, but they don't really have the feeling, don't have the oomph that, oh, this is talking about me. So be aware why you want to do it. If let's say today you have unlimited budget, unlimited resources, yes, okay, you can do that. But we are always have limited resources. That's why we have to pick our battle to do things. Okay, so and then when you confirm that you are mass or premium, right, next question you ask yourself, are you able to price higher than the competitor? Why is also that you must think of from a P&L perspective, right? Yeah. Let's say today your sales is 10, we put a figure in sales. Your cost is 5. So here left your profit, right? Is 5. So why we always say we must always try to have price higher than the competitor is because you want to increase the profit. Why? Not inside your pocket. It's because you can take to spend on your marketing, to expand your sales. It's a cycle. So imagine today you are at here, profit 5, right? The next stage you want to think about is, can I increase my sales to 12? Then the cost keep at 5. So cost of course is another big topic, but let's keep it constant first. Then sales we price higher, then you take 12, then you get 7, right? You don't take all the 7. The 2 you spend on marketing. Then this marketing effort will bring back, increase your sales come back, expand more customer and all that. That's why people need marketing to grow your company or grow your sales year on year. If you observe those big company corporate they're doing rankings, right? They are asking the sales has to be increased year by year. But you think about it, how can the sales increase year by year? Like how? But that's the thing. That's why if you incorporate doing branding, you always look at P&L. You need to have financial knowledge, at least the basic one. Because you need to know how much your product is actually profiting you, then you can use this to support your marketing effort. That's why you always hear that those companies when sales not good, like it's an economy not that good, right? The first thing they cut is marketing. Marketing effort cut. Because imagine I'm here, 12, 5, 7. 5 I take profit already, 2 is marketing then now sales drop. Sales drop to 10 because market no good. So you of course you want to secure your profit, man. I want to still even shareholder, owner, whatever, the profit I still want to take the same. I don't want to sacrifice. Why? That's why the first thing you cut marketing. Then you straight away get the profit. But this is when you have marketing, you know. What if you don't have marketing? Then this one straight away drop to 3. That's why your business start to, the cash flow is not enough and whatsoever. So that's where if your marketing is like a cushion. At least good time you can use to expand more customer, bring in more sales and all that. And then when it's not that time, you can actually cut a little bit to secure your profit. Because when you go to shareholder or business owner, they always talk about profit only. They hire marketing because they want to bring sales, but if anything, I got not enough money for you to spend, I cut the advertising budget. So that's why, some people actually don't understand why you always want to price higher than the competitor. So that you have profit to do other things. You can profit to do other marketing. For example, if today you want to invest in a Google search terms, all this comes with advertising budget. So you have to think, how am I going to do it? You need to get from your profit because you cannot sacrifice your profit. So that's where you want to think how to price higher. So also the same thing, when you do marketing, you always must think of, is this activity can help me to increase my image, my company image, my brand, so that I can able to sell more, or sell the one customer or sell higher. So these are the things that we need to look at it, that why we always price higher. So when you just started a business or product, you can say that, oh, I want to put a very low price because I want to target everyone, very less marketing effort. But when you move upward, it becomes more expensive because of this. This is the visual cycle that you will keep flowing. Okay. So, and then right after you said that, okay, so one thing also marketing is not, if this is not something that you do already, right? Then you just leave it there, and then every time, like every year, you just look at the same thing. No, you have to always review, because this your competitor is always reviewing their things as well. Business also, so you have to see, is your price match your product inside packaging message, or if it's service, is your price the selling price? Is it matching of what you offering? So that people don't feel that you are paying so expensive price, but I get a very lousy service, for example. Because like we as a user, we also will think, how come you increase price but for nothing? The thing inside is even worse. So you will increase this kind of thing, and your user or your consumer or customer start to go away. So that's why you have to always review. And all these there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about testing. So sometimes if you increase the price, let's say you increase suddenly 20%. Then after that, you think, no, the customer is not happy. They started to engage us less. My competitors suddenly boom. Or then maybe I increase too much. Maybe I need to bring down 20%. Then this become a learning. Then they go, oh, this time when I do price increase, cannot more than 10%. So sometimes you see the guidelines why there's a guidelines exist is because people have tested before. But even guidelines I urge you to always challenge the guideline. Because you have to remember 10 years ago the world versus now the world has changed so much. So 10 years ago cannot do doesn't mean that now. So this is something that you all like always in your mind on this one. Okay. So same thing, we go back to the example that we said. We know that this one always more expensive than Cadbury, correct? That's why you have to ensure all the things that you do always at least look more premium than Cadbury. Then people feel that, oh, you move the price, because end of the day, if you ask, you buy Ferrero, is it really because of taste? Yes, it tastes great, but it has other purposes as well. For example, you want to buy and give people. You want to look more, I don't give you Ferrero. Especially this one on, I think Chinese or Hong Kong, they have a tradition. When during Chinese New Year, right, they will give Ferrero because it looks like gold. Chinese like gold, right? So they love all this. Actually, there's one more chocolate that is a very good case study is the Toblerone. The shape is very unique. You always feel that it's important, that it's China, that's Switzerland. All this kind is actually brand equity. It's the brand makes it such a way that you want to take it like that. So that's why during those important occasions, if you only have choice of chocolate to give people, you give Ferrero. So this is so if you want to be seen that it's an expensive gift to people, of course you cannot price so low. Imagine if Ferrero, if this Cadbury is selling 10 ringgit, Ferrero selling 8 ringgit, you also feel like not right. Like something is it fake one, that kind of feeling. So that's why it's fake. But you think about it, is it the cost really more expensive than Cadbury? Right? Maybe, but may not. So imagine if these two products, the cost is the same, just by doing the packaging, doing the branding, it can sell much more expensive already. So all this is marketing effort. So that's why marketing is important. And marketing needs to apply on everything. Then you will see why is it some people always do better than other people. Okay? Any questions so far? Before I move to the next P, we completed 2P already. We still need 2P, then we will go for a short break. Okay, so okay, so the third one is promotion. Okay, this is also a big topic. First thing, if you reflect back the P&L, promotion is always impact on the sales, right? It's either, so you have to make sure if you do promotion, there's more people buying. Or else, right, your sales will be dropped. If the same amount of people, but you give them promotion, unless you have other objective, or else you are actually dropping your sales. And then my question is, why you want to drop your sales? If let's say you do promotion, also can sell the product, then why you want to do promotion? So promotion always comes with objective. For example, I want to attract more people coming in. I want to let the people that is want to try me, but do you want to try or not? I give them a promotion so that they come in. It's a new user. So you must be very aware of the objective. Then you can design the promotion that you want. So there goes that new user, existing user. So there are a lot of theory behind it. Let me roughly tell you. On product itself, can apply to service also. Is this you are attracting your new user or existing user? Why you want to do intro price or bundle deal or range expansion? Okay, intro price is previously I sell 5 ringgit, now I sell 3.90 because it's a new intro price. Okay, bundle deal is buy one is 2 ringgit, now you buy 2, 3 ringgit. Bundle deal. So you feel that then must I take one more? It's much cheaper. What is the difference in that show you? Then range expansion is now I have a new flavor. So you take a new flavor cheaper. But you must take the new flavor. Sometimes you see the promotion like that, right? There's a new flavor strawberry. So if you want to enjoy this promotion, you must include this new flavor for you to try the new flavor. There's a lot of people scared. Don't want to try anything. I'm used to orange now, so try strawberry. But now got promotions. Okay, I try. After trying, actually I like it, then become loyal. So this is why all the promotion, different type has different objective. You must be very clear. This is one of the mechanic. You see, this is very different promotion, you know. First thing, intro price, 299. Like what I tell you, maybe normally there's like 5. So you see, for example, if it's your selling cost, let's say you know that this cost I sell at 1,000 ringgit. There are always people want to try, but they feel that this is a bit too much for me. So now in this month, you do 800 only for new to SSID, new user. Then people say, okay, ma, I always wanted to try, but because of the price, but now it's cheaper. I'm a new user. Then I come in. Then your objective is achieved. But bundle deal is different. You see, bundle deal, you ask the user to spend more. By right, they only need to spend $2. Now they spend 5, you know. Actually, you spend more money. But you feel worth it because I give you 3. Same thing applies to cost. Let's say now you are doing some things like one cost is 1,000. But now if you sign up, I let you choose 3 costs for 2,004. You actually, the user by right only spend 1,000 to attend the one cost. You force the user to give you additional 1,004. But the user feel very because I get 3 costs now. I already want to try already. Now I got few more costs and I can save money. So the difference is this one you attract the people that come in. This one you squeeze for the existing user. Squeeze for the existing people. They end up paying you more. So when you apply this strategy, right, you see your sales increase. But of course, you all have to calculate yourself whether impact on the business or not. But your sales straight away increase. That fella, that person that's supposed to only spend 1,000, now they spend 2,005. But they're very happy. And you're also very happy because you get additional 1,005 from them. You require less effort to recruit another 2 users to come into your house. So this is how you apply different pricing strategy, different promotions to different things. Okay?
So the loyalty rewards that goes on the company applies as part of
Loyalty card.
loyalty.
You see loyalty card, I think one of the very good example is Starbucks and McDonald's. They love to give you points, then you will keep going back. Because you see, like I take McDonald's as an example. There's so many fast food out there. There's KFC, there's Burger King, there's Texas, there's Four Fingers, Korean, so many things. So today, why I want to go back on? Right? So, but now if let's say you collect points, probably you only need one more visit to free a drink. Say, okay, then I go McDonald's. By right, that visit, you don't go to McDonald's, you will go to others. But because of that, McDonald's is always in your mind. Right? Because of the loyalty, same thing. Like last time, Starbucks, they all like to do the card, chop card. It's the same thing. When you see the card, left 2 or 3 chop. By right, you're not going to Starbucks. Left 2 or 3 chop, okay, we go. You you actually end up spend more, That's why, actually, if you now look at social media platform, right, there's a lot of people saying that actually you end up spending more is because of how the advertiser do the approach is actually correct. Because it's our approach make you spend more. The consumer thought that I'm actually getting a cheap promotion because of free drinks, because of that discount. Actually, it's not.
So meaning the loyalty card is meant for situation where you are number one, you're targeting mass, and also you have high competition. Then
Yes.
loyalty card works.
Yes. And when you think about it, loyalty card has one big advantage is you don't need to go and find a user. You know that the person already buying with you. You know that he likes you. You just want to make them more frequency, come back more frequently.
Also, the range of products must be very small.
Right. Then after you say what product.
Then by quantity, buy more skill. But actually, apply and service work very well. For example, there's a lot. I don't know whether you have Ulang Kaji, they will come back to review the class, right?
For
Just
example,
the fee.
service barber shop.
Mm.
They use that loyalty card.
Yes.
But again, because it's something you need every month, your hair will grow. So I think it works well for service, like you go one time and then you already gain. I'm not sure whether.
So for the cost that very complicated, sometimes people may want to reseat. Then maybe you want to the same participant, you come one time, the cost probably is the original 5,000. But if let's say you come back for reseat, you pay minimum fee. So it's the same participant, you sell it the same price, and to you the cost is very less, right? Because you already have the cost. The trainer is already there, the seller is already, you just add in one more person. But you earn extra from that person. That person by right, she will not come. But because okay, I come back, you see, just pay maybe like 300. Then I come back. For you, there's no additional cost. Of course, you might just make money, but you earn more money from that. So you need to calculate your pricing, nice. Do things like that. Or for example, if you have a variety of costs, do a bundling.
Those services like salon spa, they always like, okay, you pay 500 ringgit, you get 10 sessions. So the next round you pay in, so you don't need to pay anything. Is that part of about the bundle deal?
Yes.
But is that the right thing to do? Because you collect money first and then I don't know whether because there's some argument saying that you can collect before you rent the service or I don't know. So it's kind of.
I cannot comment on law perspective, but on business perspective, it's very good. You know why? You have a very good cash flow. Because you collect upfront. Actually, a lot now more premium salon and spa they all do this thing. It's very good. It's because you collect already and then you lock this consumer. Because you know we consumer, right? We today go this spa, we're very happy. They say, the one new opening, more new, okay, we go and try the new one. But when you have a package with them, you always go back to the one. And then you was shut down on others, go and find other salon, go and find other one. Because I still have 8 times I finished this one first time. So it's very hard to pull the consumer to other places really. So in terms of law, it's a very good approach. But I urge you, even though as a business we want to earn money, we must be a good person, right? We offer really extra value to the consumer. Because you must remember, this world is very small. And we go back to the consumer the first time, remember, that has to be your other people. If today you just take my money and then you give me very lousy service and you lock me, it will be only one time business. But today you really deliver extra value to me. I may tell my 10 friends, then I bring my 10 friends come, then end up you gain more. So concept looks like that, but how you deliver it is very different approach. So really give extra value to people that your competitor cannot give, then you will have the loyalty. The customer will stay with you, they will bring in a lot of friends to come and support you.
That's how we can very well train. In terms of services, for example, how do you want to see as a share? I mean, I know there's a reason for that. Usually, what does it mean? What do you put across so that the this is a very share of
So it's the overall bundle. So in training provider, I don't really understand this industry, but I'm just giving you an example. For example, when you meet the clients, the way you present it, the things you give out, like if you have digital and Facebook, Instagram, the look and feel has to be very premium. I'm sure when you go through some website, you feel that this is a very grand website. Some websites like typical websites, this kind of feeling is the look and feel. Remember the visual that I showed? The things they didn't say that I'm premium, but you feel it. I give you an example. You see property agent also service, right? You see some big property firm, their team picture is all with they have their own uniform, and their uniform is not t-shirt. It's like really proper, very nice uniform. Even their booking form, all is standardized, have their names. All this, right? Actually, some people say, why I want to spend money on all this? Because you may not see the impact. But the overall look and feel, you keep people, this company is a proper company. It's not a so-so company. They do very well and all that. And for example, I give you an example. Let's say when you visit your client, you go there, you take your pen or your folder or whatsoever. It's all your branding and look and feel. Or you give them some gift, it's all with your branding. Sometimes I see like hotel. Do you realize the hotel, they always have their own branding on the tissue and the water? Actually, they don't need, right? They can just buy any of them. But the way they do it, do you feel it's very grand? You feel that all these hotels, their own things, their own kind of things. So these are the small little things that they come in a bundle in a packaging. How you carry yourself, founder story. Sometimes that's why businesses we like to do founder story. Because founder story is we call personal branding. That people see this person, right, that remember of the company, represents the company and all that. So this kind of things. So, but end of the day, you must know that how you want your consumer to see you first. If you want your client to see you as I'm very advanced, then you can do all this kind of thing. So when you don't have this money to do all this kind of thing, that's where you need to increase price. So that's why when you go to marketing, people will say that you're willing to increase price because when you have not enough profit, when you have problem on surviving, you talk about marketing. Marketing all is use money to spend. There is low cost marketing. For example, now social media platform is so hard because a lot of people actually don't spend cost one. Like some people they do TikTok video, they very minimal cost. But you have to know you want to do it, skill it and all, you will involve cost. So that's why it's always talk about how do you increase your price, have profit, then you do more marketing, then the cycle will come back. More sales, then you keep doing it and all. Okay, so the next one is place. It's the last P. If you Google online, there's a lot of P one. 7P also gone. Processors also gone. Okay, so they only talk about the basic 4P. Because to me, I think these 4 basic, if you can do it right, is really a very big impact. Talk about 7P. And 7P is not applicable to all the business. For example, some processors and all that really applicable to corporate or supply chain company, logistics company. So I won't touch that. I'll just touch about the basic 4 P's. Okay? Place. What is place? So first thing also, you must ask yourself where you put your products. If you have all the 3 P's correct already, but you are not putting your product out to the consumer, then all your efforts gone down to the drain. People cannot even see your product. How to buy from you? You have a very good product, good pricing, but you know. And then it can also goes to where you put your ad, where you put your things. So that's where you have to always remember marketing is the consumer and client at the center. Always think, how do I reach that person? That person is the person that I want. So how do I reach them? So how do you stand out? Later I'll show you an example. Okay, packaging or additional things to communicate your benefit. Then only you think about what material you need. Is it familiar to you guys? I should check out the last year, I saw one Facebook post very interesting, It's about a dad, Malay dad. Then he said, tolonglah jangan letak Kinder Egg kat cashier checkout counter lagi. Because every time when they go and pay, the kids will take the Kinder Egg. It's the same. My kids also the same. Or the lollipop, the small one, the lollipop. So, but you think, why they so smart? But you realize or not, everywhere you go, they have education. They don't need to do anything, they just put there. When you have kids, right, the kids will and pay straight away. The sales is ready already. So, you have to understand what product you are. You put that. You won't put detergent here, right? You won't put shampoo here, right? So, this product is in-house product. Means that, firstly, these are the products that you eat already that don't have already. And these are products you don't plan to purchase when you say, oh, I like it that buy. You won't really compare price when you are here. You're already at the cashier, you want to pay and go already. There's so many people. Will you still think about it? Here, 3 ringgit. I think next door 250. We go next door, you won't write, you just take. So that's where the placement is a very good example to show you when you put your product at the right place. People forget about price. People don't compare price really. At that moment when your kids are screaming that they want the Kinder Egg, will you say, you wait, I buy online, cheaper? Right? So that's why you have to put your thing and service at the right place. I give you an example, I don't know whether applicable or not. You all tell me whether. Let's say for training, if they want to claim the HRDF fund is at the end of the year, let's say the HR very last minute until December only they search for training provider. Do you think they really care about the price at that time? Or they want to finish the budget, or they want to complete the KPI at that time?
To a certain extent, it depends on the target market. I have had experience with the government side because government, if they don't finish the budget, next year they'll get lesser budget.
Oh, okay.
So that element causes them to spend, but they will also need to take a look, balance it out with their KPI to make sure that everybody who is training has better training. So there is that impulse buying, but it would be costs that are lesser in price. Because they want to ensure that, let's say for example, 600 employees, another 150 has not yet gone to training, maybe I touch go, budget and others. So what can you do, what can you offer with this amount to cater for 100 people? That one yes, but for the HME market, no, because
So you have to identify what is the moment in your business that people feel that price is no longer important because there are things that are more important. It's the same thing here, although this one is the product, but you think about it, the concept behind is at the moment that you feel that the price is no longer important.
There is one more case, let's share. If the company, talking about the HID fund, if the company is about to close or to relocate outside of Malaysia, so the fund is there, if they move, then the fund is blocked. So that maybe you can squeeze and they don't mind the price because it's not very seldom.
So if your business has always this kind of opportunity, always worthwhile you identify and then you design some cost to target, then you can get additional sales. Or maybe if in your team, maybe you can identify one person to just in charge this one, or you have seasonality. So that's when you can improve with you're doing things differently, but with your current user, current thing, you can increase your sales. So although the things that I share is on product, but you must observe the concept behind it. So this is a very perfect concept that you don't think about price at the time. Price is not important at the time. You realize there's always battery rack behind the cash. Have you compared the price when that number too far, right? Sometimes, but when you queue and you look at the battery, suddenly you think about it. Do we need battery at home? Right? Or like because battery is not something that you always feel. Sometimes I think I need this battery at home. I need it urgently. And then you will ask your cashier, hey, can you help me take the battery? Often you don't talk about price anymore. So when a lot of people say product price is the most important, I don't agree. There's a lot of occasion where price is not important, convenient and all that. And then you are willing to pay because the expensive is maybe a little bit only, but the urgency that you can use is just at the right place there. And it gives you a long time, when you long queue, you got nothing to do, right? You just look at it and then you start thinking, I think I need to buy this, then you just buy. So this is the concept behind it, why they always put there. Of course, they also have another problem is a lot of people steal battery. So they want to put at the cashier so that people cannot steal. But also it increases because of that. Okay, when you go to Watsons or Aeon, you see all those small stickers up here on the bottle. A lot. And then if you walk through, you will see all these stickers are very premium quality. Very nice. Shining. Just now, I think when we just started the lesson, we talked about marketing is product info, right? When you think about it, the label here, are you able to see or screen through? I don't think you even pick it up and really read through, unless you really want to buy something for. But if I want you to only remember one thing about my product, I have to shout out, right? I have to tell the people, my shampoo is so good, let's say it's number one selling. If you realize a lot of people, a lot of skincare they put here is actually they talk about their number one. Or they sell one bottle every 10 seconds. They like to put this kind of message, or they sell 1 million bottle in Korea, things like that, right? Yeah. So that's the message, right? You imagine they cannot put in the product info here because the data may change, right? Maybe you are no longer selling that, you want to update it, then a lot of hassle. Secondly, you want to highlight that message for me. So they put all the sticker here. Then they put the message that they want to talk. They put here. So when you go there, right, the first thing I'm sure, maybe you don't see the branding, but you see the sticker first. That is the sticker that attracts your attention. I want to look into the details. Because there's so many things on the shelf. So also same thing on services. We have so many competitors. What are the one thing we want people to know about you? Highlight the thing. Then you think product, we put it on the bottle. But for you, where? So you see, like for example, let's say you are number one property agent. Probably you will see the tagline everywhere. That's why a lot of businesses have tagline. Because it's appear everywhere, website, folders, their office, their t-shirt, their uniform, everywhere has that tagline. So you cannot remember any single thing about that company, but you remember the tagline. Like Honda, Power of Dreams. Right? You see everywhere, right? So that's the things that you must incorporate in there, in your materials and all that. Then you see shelf stopper. So you see things like that. That's it. 2 times loving. So that's the things that how you can shout out your benefit. Of course, now a lot of stores they don't allow you to put anymore. But for stores that can put, you need to know how to. But end of the day, all the concept is you need to how to shout out your one USP. Do you realize that the shelf stopper and the sticker is only one message? They won't give you like 10 USP there. That is leaflet, and no one is leaflet now. So you have to think about what is the one thing you want to shout. If the consumer can remember one thing, are very successful already.
I know this is products and they are in the scope of place. If the place is digital, like social media is also a place. So how does this shelf stopper translate to?
I know your question. So that's why now when digital is so hot, right? You need to, later I will cover each platform, what is the uniqueness and when you use each platform. Okay? So this example I take is Google search words. SEO we call search engine optimizing or SEM, search engine marketing. You see when I type training provider, you see this sponsor?
Yes.
All this pay money on.
Yeah.
But you cannot neglect the fact that people only click the first few. In fact, we have data saying that right, people only look at top 5. After the top 5, they don't look at it. Don't talk about second page. You don't even click to second page. You like see your search, you don't even go to second page. We first view, correct, then we go, then not correct, then we go off already. So that's where, so when you apply to digital, these are all the places that you need to put. And even you see the description, you can determine the description. So if you ask me, design your description nicely, that your USP will go in here. Then people see you, oh, this is what I want. That's right. If you are selling, let's say e-commerce platform, Lazada, Shopee, they have banners, right? They want to make money. Because that's where you highlight the one. It's the same thing. Facebook, if you spend on advertising budget, also they will come out as a sponsor ad. But the thing I don't like is sometimes people always think that if you got money, you can do marketing. There's one saying that just because you are loudest doesn't mean that you are right. Just because you have a lot of money to spend on Facebook, I always say doesn't mean that I like you.
Yeah.
It's true one. Because sometimes as a normal people, I see this ad, keep coming out, and it make me very angry. I remember you for wrong reason I won't buy. So even though you have money to spend, please design your message properly. That goes back to the fundamental marketing. And if your fundamental is correct and right, you only need to spend a very minimum budget. Because there's also one thing called conversion rate. So this is sales funnel. Okay, this is sales funnel. So there's one thing very important we call conversion rate. So in digital we say this. So people that come in all see your ads are all coming in, all coming in, all there, all coming in. These are all leads, right? They may not buy. When they go through the tunnel, they become your sales. Then it's a real sales. Then you calculate conversion. It means that if you bring in 10 leads, end of the day, only one person buy your product. Then your conversion is 10%. Right? Then the mathematics is very simple already. Then you say, oh, then now I spend 1,000 here, I get 10%, for example. Then I spend 10,000, I get 100%, right? But then I ask you, if let's say your conversion rate can increase from 10% to 20%, the budget you spend is the same, your sales double. So that's why. So all this fundamental is help you on conversion rate. If this one you do it right, even the budget, you don't have a big budget like other people, you can get the same result or even better. So when you do digital things, you need to measure that. So I will also go through later how you want to review your results so that you have a better, you know how to do it next time, how to improve it next time. Okay? So far, okay, all good, I didn't lose you, all right? Okay, so now we have a group discussion. After the group discussion, we go for break. Okay? You all want to do how 3 groups.
This is for our business, right?
Yes. Or any business you want to
We just do it together.
Yeah.
Since to in one lah. So
Just take. You all discuss, and then maybe you all pick 1 or 2 persons to go through to pick up. Okay, I give you 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
take a break.
Okay, I give you 7 minutes until 10 to be. Okay.
Tak tahu. What can improve your current business?
Definitely go
Public program.
Tak buat claimable cost.
Okay.
We focus on the speed. The place
Let's go by one. Okay. First kali was the product. Point dia, the choice between premium atau mass. So rather than pilih satu, I think kita list lah yang mana tu premium dan mana tu mass. Contohnya, let's say kita tak ada price yang tak boleh. Kita boleh banyak kita dapat premium bagi kita sanggup. So maybe impulse product. PCT tu macam nak check out benda-benda in the way. So lain apa yang max satu, sebab daripada situ dia akan lead kepada benda lain. Dia contoh for example training kita public program sistem topik kita letak dalam dulu. Kita memang boleh tahu pasal harga dia so limitless. Sistem topik kita masuk dalam mass and then we have to start thinking about elective. Sebab elective is pure mass. Dia kategori elective tu kategori yang training lain fellowship. Dia betul je sebenarnya. Yang fellowship kelapa pun ke tak? Kita nak yang ikut. So yang elective ni macam abstraksi je. Kita tak kan? So there are certain programs jadi kita dah kena consider elective as well. Dia, I remember wording yang apa Jenny sebut tadi, dia pick you when you are not there. So elective tu is a platform yang bagi orang pilih mana kita tak ada. Dan lepas tu, apa dia boleh klik terus tolak lagi. Tak ada proses, tak ada apa. Itu adalah yang kena. So kita, I think this discussion we all cuba discuss topik. Kita pun ada topik public kan. Terus malam dia cerita pun menyebutkan keinginan untuk ambil topik hari kan.
Apa?
Soalan itu tu lah. Streaming untuk post-post which means topik yang sama untuk mengenai level post premium. Premium. So macam tu mungkin even asyik program yes. Macam tu jadi pun sama. Jadi kalau kita nak buat video, next yang impulse dia last minute ni, I don't know dia kena fikir nak pick up dia tak sebab dia makan sukses kita makan sama juga mesti nak kena
Sama tak?
So
sebenarnya untuk next year tu kita ada few programs yang dah line up, which is yang ikut kategori dia ada yang this is out of topics of school social development program lah. Yang is ours, lepas tu kita ada PIM Safe. Lepas tu kita buat under one team which is belum continuous, it's level up. This is only for corporates. So corporate ni it can be for different level. Macam tadinya exact even CC. If we can get right trainers to cater these three levels, which is the C-suite, exec, and not exec, exec ni clerical, exec and middle, exec can be the middle management. C-suite is the upper level lah, the stakeholder, shareholder semua. Ataupun yang atas-atas level. C-suite, middle, and also exec and below. Exec can be the middle management. So that could be okay. Kalau ikut target, kebanyakan kita punya program is based on the level atau topic. Ada lagi satu kategori which is for the entrepreneur ataupun SMEs. So maybe ada some topics from yang corporate group can be applied dekat SMEs juga because they are those managers and also the founders ke, the owners ke. Dia jadi macam atas kan, macam C-suite juga. So, tapi trainer must be right. Dia tak boleh corporate ajar SME, SME tak boleh ajar corporate walaupun topik dia sama. So, dia boleh by category kalau yang bukan produk tu, dia macam sebab kita punya tak boleh kata semua.
Premium A dengan premium B ya.
Could be.
Then corporate dengan SME yang kita corporate.
So dia tak get any message pun. Last is for those yang nak BM topics. So the one in yang SME ataupun corporate tu mungkin juga boleh buat in bahasa. So kalau in bahasa, contoh RCP program SOS tu. Actually kalau dia level up sikit, dia boleh kata yang middle sebenarnya. Tapi kalau dia tone down sikit, lebih more sikit application, mungkin dia boleh target yang exact gitu. And then kalau dia totally revamp, ajak awareness, dia boleh guna bahasa. Bahasa sebabnya it's more on masses lah. So, tak tahu macam mana how, but it can be one to category group ataupun specific one macam yang safe tu dia ada topik, so it can be also bahasa dan also. Tapi kita punya isu adalah trainers. So essentially the service is from the trainer itself. Trainers kena fit into all these categories.
Okay. So panasnya dah.
Saya belum sejuk.
Okay. Can I volunteer to like just say that what your temperature? It's okay to only have an idea, but because you need long time to really think through. But what we have discussed just now.
So we just so we just discuss on our products, service products. Basically for us, the not issue lah, the challenge is to have the trainers. So previously, Organ is the only trainers. So we was so small. Now since we have resources, where we have the group of alumni, I think we can utilize and maybe categorize each one of the any of the organizations to cater those categories that we have can cater in short, sebenarnya kita more towards those contributors and contributors. But dulu contributors only three industries. Now we dah cover semua. So I guess it is a good sign where trainers, we can have a lot of trainers in a lot of topics and can do every level. So at this point of time, I think we have identified the most to is the C-suite level. So I guess about 1,000 trainers to alumni. Kita tahu dah, we know this one can teach C-suite level because the experience, the level of knowledge, so that they all become the C-suite. And also those with middle management and also exec and growth. So Not saying the normal category which we can also tap on this learning side. That one is sikit lah, So basically, in an organization, if I say we teach about children marketing, there must be a topic where for those specific, they must understand what is marketing is. And for the media management, apa for this management dia dah faham, dia understand, and also those yang executive role. Even though they are executive role, but they also need to learn about. So if the trainer can ajar these three levels, great. But I believe there's specific trainers that can click with different level, which more little bit more practical, really engaging. So if let's say you want almost more than many years, you have the current generation, I think it's like so might as well go with this. If they understand it and they think that they can engage, okay. But sometimes the current generation pun ada way. So I think our next way forward is to identify already, so that once we identify each category, it's easy for us to market and to promote how to promote and pricing wise, all those services that we need.
I think very good. You get the first part of the lesson is segmenting. So now you know segment and different segment target different person. That's how you create differentiations with your competitor. And then one thing I may want to let you know, right? Probably you can talk of if let's say that course is conducted by Sensei Concern, right? The price should be more premium than this other people. It's like you go lecture hall and you go tutor, the cash is different. You go to university, you go to college, you know the fees is different. So it's the same thing. If you observe those seminars that are handled by those motivation seminars, all that, I'm not saying that they are good. I'm just saying that some things that we can learn from them good is if it's a high level speaker, it's more premium price. Sometimes we have to admit that as a human being, right, we always think that when it's more expensive is better, right? And now you are doing the value because you are more expensive is Sensei, for example, with more expensive, and you want to train new trainer, for example, can do the same topic, very potential, not enough experience. So that can be charged a more less premium price. Then you give a choice to the consumer. So the consumer will say, oh, I have budget concerns, I go for the beginner level, or I want to have the best class, I want to enjoy Ferrero Rocher, I go for the station. So these are things that you can segment. But what reading is a very good subject.
But that's so I think our next step forward is to associate segment so then we can market then target the right brands against others.
Good. So you realize that actually your core product, everything is the same, but just because by you apply the marketing mindset, now you have a different way that, oh, actually I can do this, I can create more products, I can target different things, rather than one size fits all. When you do one size fits all, right, it's actually very hard. Like every people feel that you're not talking to me. So might as well you slice it to different solution, then every level people think that, oh, you are talking to me. This is what I want. So from the same pool of people, you see you haven't even do any marketing things, outside. But from internal, you already know that, oh, there's so much more things I can offer. This is what they want. So this is, you apply the marketing mindsets into your business. So very well done. Okay. Please, we go for a short break. Can we come back? 10:50. 10:50. Then 12 minutes like that. Thank you. To ask you guys, what do you know by working this topic? Market research and consumer behavior. What is your first take-off for what do you think this is? Doing surveys, correct? What else?
Market validation.
Market validation. See your clients, okay? Do you think this would be very expensive activity?
If you pay someone to do it, it's
Okay. So if you do it yourself, not expensive lah. Okay. So let's touch on the core behind the thing, the mindset. Why is market research important? I show you an example. Okay, that I did in one of the trainings, right? So I asked the participant, N means the sample size of 40 people. Okay. So on a normal day when you decide what to eat for the breakfast, then most of it is they choose after you compute, right, is about 7.8 out of 10 working adult decide what to eat for breakfast in the morning. Okay. So you get a very easy strategy is only you don't cost you any money, it's a WhatsApp group. So you just WhatsApp in the group and you ask the participant to answer. Then I get this finding. Surprisingly, if let's say I repeat this survey with 100 people, you may get a very different result. Here, if let's say they get is decided to eat the breakfast in the night before, then now I ask, if let's say you already take action from this survey result, totally. So that's why I want to urge you, right, when you do survey, right, you make sure your sample size is representable. Not necessarily go to 100, I'm not saying that. But you must make sure that firstly, the people that you choose is the people that you want to target. They have the mindset, that they really is the person that I want, and then they have to be a sustainable size. Then you from there to check out. So now you say that do you ask people to do surveys very expensive? Yes, especially for FMCGs and product. But now got a lot of tools like WhatsApp, SurveyMonkey, the creators are all very simple one, talk to your client. So in the FMCG world, when you talk to your clients or customer, we call it focus group. That is very expensive to do, but you need to be so complicated. If you're in SME, you can just by talking to your customer. Maybe you meet 10 customers, you talk to them, then you get 8 out of 10 customers have the same problem. Probably that is your good finding already. And the things that you're getting will be more accurate if you really talk to them. Because sometimes even reading questions, different people have different interpretation. Questions simple like that, okay, people understand. But if let's say you ask, what's the challenge you're facing? These kind of open-ended questions, right? Sometimes people will give you a different output, then you're very hard to conclude together. So sometimes talking to people will also give you a substantial result. So don't think that consumer research, I'm sure, is doing what it can be in any form, any digital form, it's very expensive, you know. And I don't know whether you all feel sometimes we talk about survey is one whole set of questions. Come to your mind is like 10 pages of questions. You just have a few questions. Maybe you filter, this is the persons that I want to target. I need 10 persons like that. Then you give them a few simple questions that you want to ask. You can get the more direct answer. Okay. So why is it important? Is because it will lead to the consumer behavior. Now I will explain to you. In product we call consumer behavior, but in service we also is the same concept as life. It's actually an insight. So what is insight? So insight stick to two. One is in, one is sight. So in is the deep understanding of behavior of why. Sight is behavior or actions or the attitude that a person did. So this is what you do. This is why you do from your client or why you buy the product. So it's very simple. So now I want to make the key point is right. When you do this insight, right, you cannot stop at here. You must dig further. Why? So like I go back to the survey just now, right? When you found out that they decide what to eat at the night before, you must understand why they do that. Not just without take the result. For example, if they tell you why is because so that next morning I don't need to be so rushed. Then you know convenience is a big thing. When you want to sell that product, you need to think about time preparing customer very fast or very easy to get accessible because they don't spend so much time. So the result is very easy to get. But the important is you need to go in, put some thinking that why they do that. That is more important. Like for example, go back to the example that we said just now, like the training provider, because the KPI not meet. So other things is not important. So you must understand why. Or people may be like, I must have this training to be conducted in November. Why? Because December always not here. So you must understand people. So if you just take everything is November, right? But probably they said because the why is the December, a lot of people is not here. Then maybe we can go in further. This week of December. Maybe the people is not on leave yet. Because most of people take second half time. Or then maybe it's possible. So you realize that they are, although they behave or they tell you such a thing, in a human being, it's like a neuroscience. It's always the things behind why they say that. And that why is very important. I share a very interesting example. During my career life, you know, last time in this one company, right? Big brands. We hired a person, an expert, a so-called neuroscience expert, fly all the way from Switzerland or New Zealand, I can't remember, to come to our company, share with us our neuroscience, how to make our branding better. Then he shared one case study about McDonald's. Very interesting. Let me share with you guys a story time. So a lot of people, when you ask them, where you go and buy McDonald's, they will tell you, oh, because it's convenient, because the store is everywhere, because they deliver to you, and you need to think what to eat, their set is very cheap, then all the things are all right. If you take all these findings, actually you cannot derive a correct conclusion about McDonald's. So when you dig further, you will realize that, right, it's actually, do you realize that McDonald's or fast food, they host a lot of birthday party for kids?
Yes.
Right? And then they always associate with kids with toys, colorful, happy, fun. So when you grow up, you probably already associate McDonald's in your mind. It's happy, it's fun, it's relaxing, it's colorful. So when you become an adult, right, in your mind, if that day is very stressful to you or very tired to you, you want to look for something that is relief. Probably you will think about it. Yeah, it's a comfort food. It's a neuroscience that you feel that this food reminds me about the memory that, you know, it's fun, it's happy when I was a kid and I see other people. So that's why you choose McDonald's. But if you don't think about this, right, you will think that, oh, it's because there's a lot of it. So that is sight. Right? That is what you feel. So even you yourself, you don't know why inside you that you choose that. So as a people, that marketeer, you need to understand why that people don't choose that. So I give you another example. This is a real example that I did myself many, many years ago. When I just started my career, right, I do this brand. How many people know this brand?
Okay, thanks.
What product is this? Yes, mouthwash, right? You know, when I started that time, right, this product, the market leader is Listerine, right? Then Oral-B, then others, right? Listerine, we always talk about market share. You all know what is market share? That is 70% means that 10 people, 7 people choose market. Listerine that time, I think is 75 to 80% market share. This one, 8% only. Very, very small. And then I have a big problem because when people talk about Colgate, they think about cookies. Nobody think about mouthwash. So how to fight? They have all the money on J&J. They have all the money. So much money. You have not a lot of money. And then you need to fight with them. So how? So I do a focus group. So I go and talk to the people. So I ask, why you like Listerine, why you use mouthwash and all that. So a lot of people say, I only use mouthwash, the category when I have problem. For example, I have bad breath, I have, gum sensitivity, bleeding, all that, then I use mouthwash. Oh, then after you use it, why do you stop? I only use 1 week, and when my problem go away, I will continue to use it. How come? Why? Why you don't use it? So you might be thinking, maybe because of expensive, maybe because you're not used to it, right? No. They all said one same thing is, they said this one, the word they use is very spicy. The burning sensations. Because when you use this, if you use it before, right, you will, if you're not used to a mouthwash, you use the mouthwash, you cannot take it. So after a while, right, you use because you're forced to use it, because you've got gum problem. It's like you take medicine because you're sick, man. After recovery, of course, you don't want to take anymore. It's not a pleasant experience for you to use it. So that's where I come up with a message for this. That time the message I come up is no burning sensation for this. I think it stays on the bottle for many, many years. Now yesterday I go and check, it's still on the label, but the word becomes smaller. Last time they used to all the message that is no burning sensation. And I tell you, by using these words, all the consumers see, they straight away know what is it. They see no message, they know, oh, I know what is it because I tried it before. So means that this one is not spicy. I can use, I like it, the experience is better. So that's why you need to zoom into why. So if you talk about, because if you do what a lot of people straight away go to pricing, I must do cheaper than that, for example. I must have more flavor than that. It's not. If you really go in and think, why not continue using mouthwash? It's really because of experience. It's because spicy. I cannot take. So, but do they want to use it? They want, but very painful. So they don't want to use. So with the right message, before you come with the right message, you must have the why first. So when you have the why, then you get the right message to target them. And then the interesting part is, we always talk about marketing is about marketing, how to amplify your message, right? So the one that's seeing this message, because the focus group that we conduct probably only 12 people, 30 people the max. But the message that you get out, you do an ad, you go through millions of people, all the people relate. That's the power of marketing. That's why you need to do the things right, then only you spend money. Because a lot of people will tell you, if you don't have not enough money, you don't do marketing. You must have very big budget. It's not. Yes, you need money to do marketing, but you do need a very big budget if you do your things correctly. Okay? Any question before I go into the next example? So there is also one brand I want to share with you, which later you will see in plan. Okay, this brand called Scott's Gummies. Okay, so this the inside is very simple. It's targeting mother. First thing is a vitamin gummies they give to the kids. Okay, so they say I like my kids eat gummy that contains vitamin. Basically, I give vitamin gummies. So you ask the mother why you give them this one. They say, oh, I just give them gummy that has some vitamins. But what does it mean behind? Is why the mother say that is because I want to give my kids more nutrient, but if you force them to swallow supplement, they are not going to do that. Imagine you're going to chase the kids and force them to eat, then it's then you have to chase them and then force them to eat. It's so painful. But if you give them vitamin gummies, the kids come and ask for you. So the mother feel, oh, you solve my big problem. Anyone here eat Scott's Emotion Tap? When young, what is the experience? Painful, right? Painful, right? You don't understand why your mother forced you to eat that. Like, must eat, just swallow it, right? So imagine, the mother also feel very tired, Especially nowadays, the mother is also all working and very busy. So if you give them an alternate option, that the kids come, mommy, I want gummies, and the gummies has vitamin. It's the same thing. And I don't need to be so painful. And then now, will they think about the price compared to Scotty Motion? No. In fact, it's much more expensive. But this is the way that's why price is no longer important here. Because you give a different experience to them. So later you will see how they act and all that stuff. Okay, so we will move to the next segment, which is targeting and positioning. Okay. So this is the market that we have. Rough one off, have a mid segment in between, but roughly it's like that. Premium is the one that, of course, when you go to premium, the people is lesser, a triangle. You have the mid market, which is the big one. Okay, you have the mass, but of course you have the more people on the mass. Then the thing, okay, first of all, which one you want to target? What do you guys think? Which one you all want to target? Or which one you all think that easier to target? So you know right or wrong?
What do you mean?
Ramai, okay. Betul is one of the characteristics is ramai. Easy. Easier. They are the decision maker. Okay, correct also. So, first thing is, this one, no right or wrong answer. Okay, every business, every service, and product is like that. But you have to have realizations that if you are target of the mass products, then you are the mass product. Don't become like mass product, but you want to target the premium. Right. So as an example, if you are Proton, you have a lot of users, right? If you are Ferrari, you have way less users, right? But you see showroom, of course, Proton, no showroom, Ferrari, no, right? Very less, right? So when you are Ferrari, you don't expect you have the number of showrooms like Proton. So you need to know your positioning is more important. There's no right or wrong. Don't, because a lot of people, right, like to want everything. I am in the mass, but I want to get premium. It's very hard to work because it's very hard to match the expectation. So you all need to know where you stand for. So the characteristic when you go for the mass market, of course, because it's ramai, the volume is a lot. The volume is a lot because of the income level whatsoever, the price has to be low. Then your profit will be lesser by transaction, but it will be covered by your volume. Right? So if you are doing a mass product, you have to know that you need to go for volume. Don't do a mass product and you think the volume will be very little. It doesn't jive because if you want very less volume, then why you go for mass? You go for other market. Right? Then when you're in the premium, volume is very less. Right? Profit, each transaction will be much higher because you can price much higher. So when you're at there, don't ask why my volume so less. Because the target, the people that you target is so much lesser. There's only 100 people there. Don't ask why I cannot target 200. Doesn't make sense. You must understand that because a lot of people don't understand that. They mix up the whole thing. Then when you are mid-market, is in between here and here. Depend where. So first thing you have to determine where you want to play. As a company or in one company, you can have 5 products, 2 targeting premium, 3 targeting mass. Also can. Or you have 5 is on mid-market, 1 on mass. Then now you think it's time that I want to create a premium product or premium service to service my VIP. Then you create a premium product. Don't go and use your mass product to service your VIP. Chances is they will complain. I don't get what I want. This is not what I want. Okay? So, no right or wrong. Just determine where you want to play. Yeah.
Question. I see that you put volume, price, and profit as the key indicators. Do you have any insights, any thoughts on effort in terms of frequency of connecting and talking to them?
Yes. So for mass, you need, if you're talking about service, premium, of course, you need more frequency. You need more effort. They must feel dedicated. Because it's VIP. You just use branded, very easy, you just use branded products and the mass product to do a benchmark. if today, like just now I use, if you're selling if you're Bata or you're LV bag, you have a very different thing, right? Because if you're Bata, of course you put the shop there, I want more people to come in. I don't even need to like each customer come in, I talk to you, right? You will just buy by yourself. But if you go to LV, every customer come in, if you are VVIP customer, they have tea for you. You get the tea, they serve things for you, they give you catalog, they give you all these things, even you can observe how the premium brand do things as very branded. Even they give you a box, they tie a ribbon, they give you a name cards, all these things different. But if you buy from a mass product, you don't expect all these things. So that's why the key is when you go for a premium, they need to feel dedicated.
I saw many hotel chains now is doing premium, so macam dia betul ada macam bangunan sikit macam I think Hilton and some of the chain they want to stay at that premium, but also they want to cater the mass, so they make it like current they have 5-star hotels, few of 5-star, but in certain location they put it as 3-star.
It's correct. Because you know some of the locations you know there's not much premium customer. But you want to maintain the branding because you have to think about one thing. The good thing is branding is right. You look at the branding, if you already successfully established the premium branding, a lot of people want your service, but they don't understand that.
But how do the public understand the expectation of the service? Because contoh, for example, Hilton, familiar Hilton is a 5-star hotel. Let's say Hilton do like a hotel version 3-star hotel. Won't they expect something like 5-star, but maybe some.
So you will see a lot of people that create different name. Then they say by Hilton. You will see that. You will see that. Like a lot of brands, I see a lot of they will say by who. Why they say by who?
Four Seasons is Four Seasons because Four Seasons food. Few
A lot, actually not only hotel, you will see a lot of product service they create a brand because they know that I already premium, I cannot downgrade myself, my premium customer, how? Then they create this brand, let's say, I don't know, Yellow Duck, by someone by Hilton, for example. Then you say, oh, they by Hilton, the quality, sure not very bad, but sure, okay, but you don't expect Hilton because it's not Hilton. They tell you it's a different name already, it's a perception. Like, I think recently happened, example, Panadol, they do a patch. Panaflex, different branding there, by the maker of Panadol. Oh, then you know, by the maker of Panadol, you don't see that it's a new brand. Because, this one is actually my old brand. This is where when your branding so established, you want to cross out. But if you create a new brand, then after that, all it has to be new effort now. So you use your old brand to back it up. It's the same thing like we always see the group lah. Like you know, this is by Sign Group. Things like that. So this is how we cleverly use the branding to do it.
So you're saying just now, premium, higher dedication. What about mass?
Mass, more frequency. Means that you need to be very easy to them. Because they don't really need your service so much, They're already like on already. They just go in, okay, price now, this is the things that I want, I want already. So that's why that's the way that you need to look at it. And you also know if you have a value-added service. If you offer the mass, you may not get back as much value for the investment perspective. But if you get value-added service to the premium one, you are able to price higher. So you cleverly play your game. Where you want to price higher, where is the thing that you want to sustain? Why I want to talk about this topic is a lot of people, right? A lot of companies, what they do is their core business is in mass. Then they start to establish in premium. Then they forgot about mass. Cannot do that. You must remember your core strength is still at mass. Mass is the one, probably is the one that keep generating cash flow for you. You need the money to pay your expenses and all that. Then you start to establish new line into premium. to get more benefit, more profit. But the core cannot be neglected unless you do it so well, you change the whole direction. But or else, please don't be ashamed that, oh, I'm doing the best. No, it's not. The power of mass is very big. I just give you an example like Tea Life, the milk tea brand. Do you realize there is a one new brand from China coming called Miche, Misu? Okay, you know what's the selling price now? Okay, one milk tea costs you how much? If you buy it in the tea store. Yes, yes, yes. 7 to 8. Tea Life also this one.
Yeah.
Tea Life is this one. Tea Life is considered a bit cheaper one, right? Because if you go to more expensive, you can go to 10 ringgit, macam tu kan. Yeah, exactly. So you see, Tea Life is targeting a bit more cheaper. It's mass one. You see the outlet everywhere, right? You know these new brands, I heard they're coming 6 ringgit. A very big success in China because of the price. Because milk tea is by right supposed to be something that more expensive. They do cheap market, mass market. So many outlets. I think now they by far, I think it's the biggest brand already. And they enter into the country and enter into different markets. Now they enter Malaysia. Soon I see, wow, Dama, Sunway Pyramid, a lot more already has it. Very soon you go and experience. I heard there's some drinks, 3 ringgit only. Lime juice or something, 3 ringgit. So this is where they go for mass product. But of course it's volume now. If you ask, of course the profit is much more lesser compared to 10 ringgit per cup. Then. But people sell 100 cup, you sell 1 cup. Correct? So there's nothing. So a lot of people, right, in the market, there are a lot of people will tell you, go for premium, serve the high-end customer. There's no right or wrong. If you know how to target them, you know their requests, you can go high-end. Just remember that mass is also a very good market to target because you are mine.
If we start, our starting point is at mid market, and we have built quite a following and quite a presence in the mid market, is it actually advisable to use the same thing to bring up to premium and mass, or to just come up with something new? Like that's why you mentioned they are established in the premium, and then by return they go for the mass. And then the other way around, don't forget the mass, because there is support. But what if we started from the cut meat?
I would still recommend you have a new thing, or new team, or new person, new approach to do it. You may not need, like for example, like team member, right? You can. Do you see people that service standard?
Okay.
Medical fees. Very different one compared to FMCG. So the medical fees they wear very proper, going to see the doctor and the dentist. A lot of time they are actually a new line of the company, so they hire people or 1 or 2 team members that can do things that have a different image. They only service the high-end customer. So these are the things that you can do because you cannot use the same approach to go up. They don't feel because they're not special. They don't feel the dedication. So this is the things that we look at. Okay, before we move to digital marketing essential, right? Quite a big topic. You all have any questions? No questions. So I move forward to here. After this, we will have a break. Okay. So okay, digital marketing is a very hot topic now. But do you realize that for few months it was a different hot platform? Dulu my age is Facebook. Okay. After that, then they tell me no thing Facebook, Instagram. Instagram younger. Okay. So I go to Instagram. I learn right. I go to Instagram, then people tell me, now I'll TikTok. Okay, I go to TikTok. TikTok also I belum menyesuaikan diri tau. Then they now go for others already. I now got Xiaohongshu for Chinese for others different apps. So many things. Then even e-commerce, all the things is keep changing, right? How you keep up to date? So now I give you an introduction of each platform, and then we touch about one topic is about trend. That a lot of people do marketing based on trend. So if you see right now, a lot of people come and tell you how to do video for TikTok, how to do YouTube, how to attract 1,000 followers for how short time, how to earn money from YouTube, how to earn money from Instagram, how to earn money from TikTok, right? A lot of these kind of things, right? I'm not teaching you how. You need to know why first. So in this essence of this whole training, right, you need to know why before you go straight to how you do it. Because how can be very easy. Nowadays you can get people to do it, or you will learn also not certificate. But you must know why you want to do that first. Okay. What is the role of digital? So these are the things that I can think of now. I don't know you all got anything else that I'm not up to date other than all this. Twitter. This also review your age on Twitter. I thought the Threads also the new one. So anyone know what is SEO?
Search engine optimization. Keywords.
Yes, correct. So do you know when to use SEO? It's very good response, right? We don't know when to use SEO. We don't know. No video one. We have no video. SEO is when you use when people want to actively look for you. Because when you use SEO, Google, when you will go and key in Google, you want to look for something, right? You want to look for information. So when the person key in the keywords to the Google, right, their mindset is already, I am interested. I want to know more. I want to find this. That's why you buy trade so that you come up. For example, in terms of training, right? If a normal people, the training is not in their mind. You go and they won't go to Google and search. You have to go Facebook, other things to reach them. But when they go Google and search, means that they're very serious already. They really want to find training. So that is the person that very actively looking for info. That's why always search words is the most not exciting advertising platform. Because you just put your website only, right? You buy it, it's so boring. Nothing, no video, no content, but also that is the things that easiest for you to close this because people search for you already. I already in the mindset that look for your service. That's why I search you. Ready to buy already. You just to close your sales. That's why in this side it's like you go to a supermarket and you're already on the shampoo shelf. I ready to buy. It's just about which brand only. That's why search is very important, but not people neglect it. Especially SME because it's not sophisticated, not as exciting as other platforms. But actually this is a very important platform for you to go in. Then we go into the Facebook. Used to be a very in thing, but now a lot of young audience has moved to other platforms that people ask, you still want to do Facebook or not? Of course, yes. Because Facebook is become a very saturated market. Means that inside you can find any type of audience. So if a good digital marketing agency can help you scope out any people that you want in Facebook. And the good thing about this, last time our traditional marketing, years ago, during my time, how we segment people is like that one I can show you. Every time we do marketing last time, we will ask male, female. Correct? Male or female? You want target? Male or female? Age? 25 to 40. Right? Got kids. More than one kid. Married, right? For example, married. So now I ask you, if I want to sell a product, let me think. Milk powder. I say baby milk powder. So baby milk powder, female can? Yeah. One kid can must have more than one kid, right? Because milk powder can. Age must be this one, no? 25 for 40, married. Okay, nowadays, people married. On digital, can a man search for milk powder? Can lady buy milk powder? Can, right? you put female, right? You are cut off all the male already, you know. Like half of the universe has gone. Right? Like half of the target universe, male, female, let's assume it's 50-50. Half of it is gone already. Now the digital of beauty is we do behavior marketing. So how we target by interest? What do you mean by interest? They look for baby info. Correct, right? Because if the father is very engaged in the kids, right, they look for people, of course they will look for other products of baby, correct? Not swimming cars, for example, baby swimming cars, their clothes or whatsoever, because they're so involved in it. Doesn't matter male or female, doesn't matter. This is very good in SME because the cost become very cheap. Example, in Facebook you can target, I have interest in product, business. Because if you are SME owner, you will search for the business that you want, right? So you fall into this category, I target you at. But if I'm keen on product business, does it matter I am a male or female? Does it matter I am 25 to 40? 45 can be a business owner now. I'm also interested in business now, interested in product now. So that's the beauty about digital. That's why the cost is much more cheaper. Like TV, normally we do one blast, everyone kena, everyone watch. Yes, a lot of wastage, but depends on the impact you want. But the digital is, I show interest in here, I got the ad. That's why it's, when you do Facebook, you have the luxuries to do this, to choose the interest. I'm interested in this product, for example, interested in cars. Will you assume that only male is interested in car? Or how about female? Right? So that's why when you do traditional marketing, a lot of wastage. Digital, it doesn't go by demographic at all already. And this one, the best part is you can even go for region, central. You can even go for language. For example, I want people that read English, read Chinese, read Bahasa. So that's the beauty of it. That's why Facebook is very important also for you to target there. A lot of people are most audience there. Then after that, you can actually get whatever interest that the group is there. Then you go for Instagram. These two are from the same company. I hope you guys know it. So Instagram is more for beauty products, right? You all know Instagram more beauty, more visuals, not so much of the ads. I heard nowadays a lot of ads. Okay. So that's where you know you have to play. If you are a beauty product and you only have one month, you can even go for Instagram. Okay. Okay, TikTok. TikTok, you must aware, the user is increasing very fast, but they are all very short patient. If you realize their video, if you don't catch their attention in 1-2 seconds, you are caught. But Facebook, okay, so if you produce a Facebook video, you go and put it in TikTok, you should die. People got no patience on TikTok to give you that kind of luxuries to see. But if you take a TikTok video, put on Facebook, because you already go through testing here. The video here has a lot of, you need to get people attention. That's why people say always now nowadays the people on the internet like to do stupid things. It's because they want to attract the people to look at the video so that we have more views and we can earn money from them. But you must remember, don't do bad marketing. And those that video you put in here, it can be applied to others. Then we go to e-commerce platform. Lazada, Shopee, so far is the biggest. We also have the China coming in, Taobao. I think a lot of people also buying from that. So if you are products or whatsoever you put in, you need to understand how to do your Lazada and Shopee. So and all these take a lot of resources for them. So a lot of people say when you want to go to digital, I want to go for all. Firstly, a lot of resources. Second, a lot of money and a lot of effort. So actually, if you are not well versed in digital, I think better to select 1 or 2. Then if you're okay already, you know where is the target audience, you definitely expect to more. Okay. So you get what I mean? If you go to attend a training or seminar, they teach you how to do a TikTok video, but after you attended that, you cannot get the people that you want because your audience is not on TikTok. Or they don't like TikTok video, for example. If you're targeting SME, you think they watch TikTok? No, they are not there. They are on Facebook. They are on searches, right? If you're on a product, let's say you want to sell some products, right? You do Facebook now, a lot of people do, Instagram also people, but maybe you can also consider straight away like e-commerce platform. Because there are the people that when I go into Lazada, I already want to buy something already. Right? Just that I want to see what to buy or want to buy something that you pop out. So you must know where to play. Doesn't matter to be I must have all, but you have to know which one serves the best purpose. And I always recommend to do testing. How to do testing? For example, today you have 20,000 to spend. Maybe you want to just spend 2,000 on digital, 10%. Try, see the digital, work or not. If it's work, they only increase the budget. Don't go and every money all spend on digital. Because you never know is that working or not? Is your approach correct or not? But you can always do testing, do a little bit on digital, if it works, then you increase the budget. Then you see the impact. Okay. Any question on this one? No, people here, I thought digital we have a lot of questions. Sendiri do content on platform. Produce video, produce photo. How you produce the content? No, it's only always, but just remember, always video is better than visual. So if you rank, right, text is the no interesting one. Video always more engagement. Visual is flat marks. So that's the one.
Focus is more on awareness. That's why I think not much on this kind of platform. What we did, we focus more on LinkedIn because we have newsletters. Behind we do every Friday we have YouTube, for example. So it's more on awareness. So we don't have products, so we don't really engage anyone. I mean, we do have Facebook, we have Instagram, but more on the Instagram and Facebook. Normally the content sama and LinkedIn sama. But of course, the engagement is more on LinkedIn and Facebook, I guess. Instagram is a very good kan, kita minta berapa banyak. So maybe because of our content, maybe because of the services or products that we have, that is why Instagram shows a very low engagement. However, we are targeting corporates and also videos, and that's why we think those videos yang kita buat is more on social quality. But just to make sure the presence. That's why we have everywhere, but catered to different thing and we do a different objective for every platform.
I see. So before you move to this one, right? I know you all will be very, don't know how to go through this discussion. I just want to give you something. If you are stuck on the current, see how your competitor do, or similar industry do. As
That's a question. On that note, what would be the meaning? When we look around, what we are doing for competitors is not doing yet. And a couple months later, they are copying us. So next situation.
It's okay as long as you are the first, because people remember the first. So it's good to be the first. This is also our trigger, because a lot of people will say Malaysia only I'm the one who doing it. How about other countries? Maybe it's good to look at other countries, because there is always other countries more advanced than us, right? It's like for me, because I'm Chinese, I always look at China, because they're very tough competition. So they do a lot of new things. So for trading, I don't know. I believe every country has trading. So what are the countries that they're doing very well? What do they do? You can survey their package and all. It's true when, for example, if let's say now you start Facebook marketing, you are the first one. A few months later, your competitor join. Doesn't matter. You are the first one, but you must remember that's where you need to make. I keep the example. Story time. You don't make agency.
We
happy made agency, domestic helper, Philippine maids, Indonesian. Traditional industry, right? I think 2 years ago, none of the company is actually on Facebook app. Now everyone is on Facebook app because one company got start. And then when they start off, many sales. But you know why the company start? It's because the owner feels that the people that are applying maid is getting younger. Because now the people on Facebook probably is already 40. It's the time that they need a maid. It's no longer a very young audience on Facebook. That's why it started. And true enough, got a lot of hits. Right? Because last time apply maid, you go for outlet or recommendation. Now Facebook, go there. I go and see them. Then after that, a lot of competitors also come in because it's successful. Okay, but this agency is still doing very well because of the tone and manner. That's why the funds as part exercise, the positioning you have to do very good. The first agency, they do professional tone and manner. In their Facebook, right, there's no funny one. There's like really professional. They talk about I'm 40 years in the industry, I'm the top one in Klang Valley. They always blast this message. So people will think that, oh, this is a very reliable, because big agency you look for what? Reliable, right? Whereas other agencies that follow trend. Whatever the social topic is hot, they talk about, they do playful things, they do this and that. Very colorful, very fun. But you don't want to associate your main agency with that image. That's why I say, even with the same budget, same platform, if you know marketing, the results come out very different. But you cannot don't try. Let's say you don't try, your competitor try and become the first one. To overcome that, to cut that is very hard. So that's why it always go far to try new platform. But does it cost great money? It goes back to just now I explained on probably a small budget to test out. If you think that, oh, it's really bringing in things that it's really bringing new user that I didn't see before, then you increase the budget. There must be someone to start.
Question. This is more of a debate. Our current situation is we have a diversified background of people in the company. Maybe different people, previous experience, previous approach is different. In line with trying something new, what would be the risk? I mean, just like you mentioned, being associated with the wrong message or the wrong information. What are the risks to be careful of?
So you always go back to your target audience. You will never go wrong with that. For example, if now today you are targeting mid-age, right? Then you think about what is the mid-age? The mid-age people want, not what you want. Marketing, we say what was one. Correct? Was like this or too low. Was one to this or too low. Was like gold color or good gold low. Go back to your target audience. That's why if a good marketer, right, you can market any products because it's not about you. You have to imagine yourself is the target audience, right? Yeah, there's many things. For example, I'm a mom with 3 kids. If I want to do a young brand, I will imagine myself, I'm an 18 years old young girl. I talk to them, I understand them, what they really look for, what they like. I give the things they want. It's like nurturing your team members, the same thing, right? You don't always just give what you want to give to people. You give what people want. Okay, also the same thing. Then only they will buy your things, they will like you. So the diversified thing actually is a good thing because you can get perspective from different things. But you always remember the decision maker is by target audience. Very easy. All the things you see, your target audience, they like it or not. If they don't like it, then this is not the thing, not a good material. So it's a very simple concept to apply. Okay, so your group activities, after that we will have a short break. I give you also 8 minutes now. 11:50. 11:50.
Nak buat accreditation kan.
Contoh macam public program bagi di tempat ni kan. That would be a better platform ni. Contoh jadi at this moment kita ada idea kan. Exact, not exact. So SPL orang belajar is actual topic sekarang. So itu yang ada juga. Contoh, maksud betul. Kalau macam di non exact memang tahu lah. Mungkin rumah dia yang macam-macam ada. Yang premium mungkin contoh bahasa ada orang lain pun tak boleh TikTok pun TikTok kan sekarang orang saya so Insta
kalau nak buat power program, I think Insta boleh.
I think registration tu tak ada lagi Insta sebab dia nak klik link tu kan. Insta boleh post tak ada link.
Even kalau tengok Insta tu orang tak go by feed. Orang go by story. But maybe the feed to put up the story. So still the feed in the what? And then buat the story. So memang orang tak kenal dah feed ni. Akan beri dah feed ni. Kita sebab macam ada feed info platform.
Ya, kat cantik kat atas. Kita hapus biru. Kita aja aja.
Warna dia ini tak gol.
And at our school, even that goal, sebabnya kita nak orang kita
tak tahu dia buat tak akan beri. Nanti macam ni. Nanti kita boleh tahu. Susah dia.
Mana ada production.
Ya, enggak. Maksudnya, ending dia supplier dia satu. Supplier semua kat luar. Australia lah banyak. Kalau berapa office, dia tidak cuma bukan. Dia kat depan market. Dan dia nak boleh tak? Saya akan saya berhasil. Kita akan berus itu. Anyway.
Which platform?
Ada lah. So, tadi aku platform itu tadi.
So it's limited. Limited. Itu je masalah. And dia macam so memang aku tak boleh lah. Dia tak percaya kalau betul nak ni event betul memang dia boleh kaya.
Tapi orang selalu kata digital presence kita bagus. Ya, social media semana-mana ada. So,
Tapi still good enough info online and ini tak ada masalah. Jadi bisa di Facebook maybe memang boleh kita tengok first steps tapi for time I think it will search and sebab kita punya university memang spesies je. Tak betul kan? Betul dia kalau dia tak ada kita tak ada something back on. So and kita punya content tu mesti tak kena nak pakai. Do we have options lain yang boleh terus dan lebih sama orang yang macam yang kita sekarang kalau ada okay go for it tapi sekarang kita punya content tu nak habis website tu yang tambah
Ready to share? Ready to share?
ready.
Share a bit, like what you discussed just now.
Saya dah
okay.
I see cepat lah.
tadi dia start
we were discussing on rather than taking a look at specific product because at this point of time we may need to discuss people in terms of the products like understanding the target audience, category of product, then we are looking at where are they in which platform. So as for example, maybe if we are focusing on the C-suite, the premium corporate, then we have to look at that content must be there. And we are looking at the mass, for example, Malay speaking crowd, then we are asking the question, where are they? Probably more on Facebook, TikTok. So that would require those kind of digital strategies.
I know very short is the time, but any plans to build it?
Actually, all our social media content, majority is from Ghana. And because we are basically headless in terms of what to do. So her background is university, private university. So we just follow whatever she says. So now maybe with this, the plan is to relook and which one is ongoing, which is okay, no problem. Which one needs to realign.
I think some because I also follow your Facebook, right? Some suggestions is maybe you can have a calendar. Sometimes seasonality, your training maybe has seasonality. I don't know. So some of the months probably you want to specific to talk about something. Like for, I don't know, for example, I just say, let's say year end is always about team building activities. And probably for the end quarter, you need to have content about team building. So like some of the months, you analyze your own business, then you see what are the seasonality, then from there you make up of the calendar. Then this is a systematic way that you won't always come up with the same type of content for too many. Then because if you split 1 year to like quarter and by month, you know this quarter focus will be, I think second quarter will be leader management.
It doesn't have to be every time new content, right? You can always use previous content.
Yeah, no problem. Sometimes can be ad hoc. Like for example, like something happened, you want to look at hoc, that part of what ad hoc can be done.
There's everywhere already. It's everywhere.
Stay around.
So things like that. So you can then you can have a very proper content. It's only one person. The problem is if let's say some company because they have few people do, then you even more needs a calendar so that you know to or else the whole Facebook content will be like everywhere. So a systematic way is to have a calendar. Then you stop now, for example, like this now I want to stop the waterfall things here. Then you stop when there's a lot of I need to do something that I haven't done before. This is one of the suggestions.
Tapi dia full.
Okay, we will go for a break. We come back 10 minutes break or short break, 12:05. Okay.
Kan ada boleh, tapi tekan sikit-sikit. Kuat juga. Dia kuat. Sikit-sikit. Letak sikit dulu. Cuba letak sikit. Letak sikit dulu. Sebab dia extract kan. Cuba. Cuba pandang ni kita ambil gambar kita. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cepat. Dapat. Dia tak unlisted. TV bakar. Apa tu?
Panas.
Tak sihat ke dia? Biasa. Kita kena susah. Sesuai apa ni? Kita punya kedudukan tadi. Bertiga kan?
Cannot be together.
Tak boleh juga sini. Tapi tak ada. Okay. Bracket.
Bracket.
Hujung. Perancangan apa ni? Boleh. Kak Ju pun start balik. Jangan dia kan. Makan apa? Kita kan sebenarnya kita kalau misalnya cakes ke macam pastry tu kita tak boleh lah Kak Lim. Kita memang cakes any cakes. Tapi kita tak mencari setiap hari, tak mencari. Tapi kalau ada tu memang pergi, memang berulang macam tu. Kau nak cakap macam makan everyday meals tu, kita tak selewek pun. Kita boleh je makan nasi putih dengan telur dengan salad sikit.
Macam ada ada kan.
Ada kan?
Memang suka manis. So, limit lah. Kalau nak try tu jangan cut off terus. I pun tak boleh. Macam I pun memang suka sweet. Tapi kalau macam ni, I know kita nak makan hari ni. So my coffee I tak ambil dengan sweet.
So
Gosok sebab dalam nasi dah ada gula. Jadi so drinks tu dia ada cakap apa yang dia orang cakap lah. Kan Silun pun cakap kan air kan.
Air yang paling
drinks tu. Nas pun cakap dia. Try macam tu pula. Difficult lah nak buat macam ni orang. 3 hari tak makan juga.
tak boleh juga.
Moderation boleh. And then yang kita ability tu dengan tu dia satu hari makan 5 kali. 5 kali sebab and then kita jangan skip meal. When we skip meal itu yang dia punya rosak dia. Dan juga food school. Snack on apple, snack betul boleh. Change. Itu bagi saya doable. Macam fruits. Okay lah, necessary fruits. Sebab ada fruits yang kandungan gula tinggi. That's okay. Tapi sebab kita tak minum gula dengan sugar drinks. So
Kira balance lah ya. Kali makan malam kau dinner
kita by 8 ni kita tak makan.
8 and above tu tak makan lah. Itulah benda tu fikir-fikir juga.
Kita bagus.
Kalau paling bagus tapi bagus tu kena okey. Dia setiap hari kena lunch tu. Barisan kita ni macam sekali. Dia banyak choice. Kat tu dekat Bismillah sana. Bismillah. Hujung sekali. Bawah ya Bismillah Yuji. Yang atas dia. Berapa? Tapi memang kita tengok sekali semua. Kita pun ramai kan. Yang bawah tu yang Turkish. Yang Turkish ada pada promotion. Tapi boleh makan share kat link situ pinggan dia kan. Nah, ada nombor Balkis tu dah. Balkis. Ada nombor yang itu tu kan. Nak tanya diorang available tak untuk 10 packs table. Kita nak tahu dulu boleh tak ada available tak? Tak boleh. Cuba tanya lah.
Tapi nanti
Apa dia?
berani.
Berangin eh?
Macam Yoko itu pakai dia berani tapi dia
Sekejap. Apa dia? Yoko dia lah.
Dia buat
Kat situ. Satu.
kayak ni lah.
Dia cakap by 1 PM habis kan.
There's no section. Only 2 hours.
Okey lah. Macam semua tak ada club. Okey lah.
Kalau nak senang selalu orang Malaysia biar nanti kat lah yang mana. Yang tu break tutup.
So apa tu?
Selalu orang tu break macam
Tadi pun tak ada pause.
kenapa?
Live tak ada pause.
Banyak
Sebelum tak apa tak ni lah. Eh. 1 PM lah. Lepas tu dia orang nak order terus, tanya Kak Lin nak order terus ke? Nasi Arab. Tapi sedap. Banyak. Kat Shanana dia tu. Sedap, lagi sedap. Boring Tapi kalau nak macam mana?
Oh nak lazy.
Tak boleh, tak sampai. Tiga-tiga nak.
Ya Allah.
Lepas makan pula tu, make up dah ni.
Aku ini terus tidak.
Janganlah. Tak okey je.
Selalu L. Maksudnya kita boleh pakai L atau kita choose S.
Cuba tengok buka. Tak cuba pakai seperti ODD.
Dia macam
Dia buat muat.
nice lah.
Ha.
Tapi lepas tu dia macam
Okey, faham. Boleh sangat? Yelah, tadi kan Kak Jun macam ya, bila ni tak rasa sangat. Bila ni tak rasa sangat.
tapi bising.
Tak. Tadi kau ada
Patut
rasa.
tadi
Kami masuk nak cakap masuk kat 11 tu. 3 fat tu.
so kita control kat sana jugalah.
Tadi lu.
Lambat. Dia bagi sana dulu. Dia bagi mana-mana dulu, sini baru dia masuk.
Sebab dulu today kita sleep overnight.
Nak order terus kan? Boleh. Dah reserve dah. Table tu.
Kan? Table for 10.
Selalu ramai. Kalau satu dia dah 10 kita nak.
Okay, settle down. Now, I think we have asking topic. Asking topic. Okay. So I think we go straight to the marketing communication. This one I will showcase. I show you a case study how people are doing it on that because it's easier to see from the see how people do it on that. Okay. So this is a typical integrated marketing plan. Okay. It has a lot of elements, and the elements can be changed sometimes. For example, from some service that is professional, you can see professional line there and things like that. But what basically is you have the TV, visual radio, digital install, PSM, CRM, and all that. But I will show you a case study how you use this to have a integrated marketing plan. Okay? So every time we go to media, right, that's the question we ask, how to select media. But I realize nowadays people very rare will ask this question. They jump straight what they like. They like what then they do. So it's it's not about you have to know the basic on how to select. It's really the center of marketing. Everything is about your target audience, what your target audience wants, right? So this is also one of the survey that I did is in a week, which media below you spend time the most. Okay, I want to hear the audience here. Let's hear the HR from young from old. Okay, who still watch TV? Raise your hand.
Not really.
No. Where?
Masih ada apa di sini?
Who listen to radio?
Yeah.
When you listen to radio?
While driving.
Driving. Now I want to ask other people, when driving, what do you do?
Spotify also.
YouTube? What else? YouTube, you open what content? Bluetooth. Anyone open YouTube when driving?
No.
Do you know a lot of people use YouTube as listening to the music now while driving? Right? Because you can choose things. Some people use Spotify, but a lot of people use YouTube. Okay. So, but still have people in radio, but you also realize that radio is getting lesser and lesser. The traditional media is getting lesser and all about digital already, right? Social media platform.
Yeah.
And who is on social media platform? So you know why everyone is on digital. Actually, it's true. Everyone nowadays is digitalized. So being a business or product, you cannot say you don't know digital. The problem is not because of the trend. Because I always say they don't follow trend. But you have to know that now all the people is on digital. Most of the audience on digital now. Okay. So even sometimes traditional business will say, oh, I don't need digital. Actually, it's not. Because imagine now those that people on Facebook probably is 40 years old, 50 years old, or some 60 years old on Facebook already. So how can you say traditional business don't need digital, right? Newspaper, magazine. No more. Okay. Others? Any others that you can think of?
Contoh apa? Netflix.
Netflix cannot advertise. That's why I like Netflix as a user. Because you pay, right? You remember last time when Stretcher started? Because you pay, it's supposed to be no advertisement. Then there's something like advertisement.
Because you as an S, so it will have S, then pay for the premium. So there is a monetization.
You see, they providing same service also. They can do a different service, which is premium.
YouTube also do the same thing.
YouTube premium. So this is a very good example. I provide service to you, but then because you want a better experience, right? I change your price. Just because of your ad. But it makes sense now because they earn money from advertisement now. So you don't want to watch it, then you have to pay. So this is how people from the business, how to create a premium service and all that. Right? So go back to your target audience, right? When all the media is like only digital, like Facebook, YouTube, why do you still need other media company, right? So I'll show you an example. Why? First of all, like just now I explained, who is your target audience? Once you identify, you need to think where are they. It's like if you want to find a bear, you will go to the library, you go to the zoo, okay? If you want to find a book, you go to the library or bookstore. You don't go to Pasar Malam, for example, right? These are the things that you must know. Some places you shouldn't go if you realize that where is your target audience. So always remember that. So I want to show you a story about, remember just now the inside the Scott's gummy? So this is the product that they launched about multivitamin gummies. So first of all, this case study, they targeting, you look at the visual, you know it's for kids, right? They have mom, they have kids as their target audience because mom is the one who buy, kids is the one who eat, right? So it's useless that if mom buy and kids don't eat, then you only sell them one bottle and then one bottle forever in the kitchen, right? So that's why you need to target both them. So how are you to target both? So first of all, I show you a day in a life for a working mom. Very typical one. Morning, getting kids ready to go to school. After sent to school, then transit to work. that's where you see they will listen to the radio or YouTube and all that, or billboards where you drive, you see all that. And then after that, 1 p.m., you go and lunch, probably is the time that you open your phone, look at your social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Then after you back home, the same thing hit you again, the billboards and all that. Then after that, you dinner with your family, 7 p.m., probably you will open the TV sometimes, okay? If no TV, then, also others, YouTube, things, Netflix and all that. Then after that, 9 p.m., before you go into sleep, probably is the time that you go through some me time, social media, okay? So this brand target them. First, they produce a video. Let me show you a video. It's in bahasa.
Satu hari, saya jatuh di sebuah hutan dan tanah bergerak. Terima kasih menyayat selamatkan saya. Alamak, sungai. Nasib baik ada buaya datang membantu. Yeay, kita berjaya. Burung raksasa. Singa yang kuat menghalau burung raksasa. Masa untuk skor. Satu perkembangan anak-anak sejak hari dengan skor sekaligus istimewa vitamin baharu.
Okay, this is an ad. Anyone can comment. How do you feel the ad? What feeling give you? For kids. Okay, right. And then colorful. Okay. Anything else? So the target audience, you remember just now, mother and kids. So this ad, when you view it, it covers the things that mom wants because it highlights the nutrition. You see the zinc, the things, tumbesaran, all these, then there's a mother there. But from kids, this is a very cute ad. The monkey, all these things. You will enjoy watching it, and kids now a lot on YouTube, right? There are a lot of others. If you do a typical ad, typical advertisement that the mother give you emotion, for example, that give you emotions, right? Yes, mother will love it, but the kids will be like, skip ad, correct? When you this one, right, then you're like, oh, this, then probably when the next time they go in store or they'll tell mom, I want to buy this, I want to try. Then if the mother has seen the ad, hey, this product good, got vitamin, okay, let them buy. So you see how they target the people that is eating, which is the kids, and also the people that is buying. So this is the case study that they're able to target 2 group of people in one ad. Okay? Then they do remember one of the touch points just now is billboard. This is what they execute. I think those still have. I think now they haven't taken it down yet. It's still there. You see the bottle? It's in KL. You see the. Yes, it's a. Can you remember? Is it Times Square or where is KL one of the key main road? I think so. Yeah, so nice, right? So it's a place that's jammed a lot, and you do things like that a lot can see. So from there, there's how, of course, they have in-store. You go in the in-store, you see a lot of your effort. But just not the video, there's not only on TV, there's also YouTube on things like that. So from where you capture the things, they also have a lot of social posts that time on Facebook to target mother and kids. And you realize that now a lot of the kids products are they have so game on Facebook. Let the kids play. Or camera, the beauty camera, so that you can pictures and you can play with the interaction. Because you need to only engage the mother, also engage the kids. So then if you ask me, right, then come back to service, right, training, right, sometimes it's not only engage the boss, also the participants. The participant has to be feel that I want to go for that training, then it's easier also for you to host the sales meeting. So having all the things is like that, no matter product or service, you need to think the one that using it and the one paying it is the same person. Ideally, you should have 2. You should target both. You should give benefit for both parties. Then your product will be very easy to sell because there's no resistance. You go back to this, right? If let's say mother wants to buy, kids don't want to eat, cannot successful. If kids want to eat like candy or lollipop, will mother buy it? Yes, but not expected. Sometime only. But now you give them a good reason. It's vitamin, it's nutrient. Okay, I buy. same thing. If it's boss and the participant, boss wants something to be happen, you have to put in some value to the participant as well. Why they want to come to this training? Oh, I get to know this thing, something new that is for myself. Things like that, you have to think about it so that they will be able to go through. That they will like it, they will, oh, let's go for this training, no resistance. Then the sales will be very easily get done. Okay, actually I missed one slide. I want you all to have a group discussion here on your current business. After you see this case study and I explain the people that paying and the people is using the service, right? You all try to have a very short discussion, 5 minutes only, what you can do better on your current business to improve this part.
I think kalau before
Merchandise.
dia masa, so the tools, before tu memang susah sebab kita ingat apa
so social media that is the decision maker, the player lah. Participant juga boleh. Participant kan, kita kita tunjuk lah. Kita dapat training, kita dapat dia sign up di sini untuk dapatkan quotation. Jadi quotation dan dapat bangun brochure. Lalu brochure dia ada brochure, dia berikan post-it. Post-it ini dia tidak cakap makan dekat satu kan. Tapi benda tu yang kita tunjuk dekat the kids, dekat the mother tu kita tunjuk dekat ni benefit ni dari apa kan. Macam sebenarnya kes pada bos dia kan, bos dia nak suruh cakap pasal ni kan. Tapi dia datang 4 orang tu, tapi dia masalah dia. So, tapi yang dia orang ni tadi dia happy. Sebab apa dia happy? Konsep awal keluar daripada office, dia dalam dekat office dia tension. Dia dapat keluar dia happy. So, benda tu happy for the participant. That's the company. The boss is like, oh, aku dapat keluar untuk maksudkan
kita punya sebenarnya kita punya target sekarang perempuan sebenarnya kita respon jadi yang sebenarnya dia mesti tinggi so pada itu sini saya tinggi itu dia punya isu semua mesti so the key is yang to take sebenarnya kita punya target dia tak dapat
makan macam tu tak apa kita dapat satu ada lagi
jangan bagi saya sama makan begitu itulah senang cerita macam tu lah dia punya key is to ensure that kita semua dapat so aku punya lima tu nak dia result yang kita rasanya kita bisa dia tapi so baik lagi memang sebab okey, pilihan barang-barang seperti tapi dia dapat tu satu hari tu macam sisi semua dalam form tu mesti dapat guna satu of course trainer dua dia punya materials things yang we have to develop the best, dia akan bagi kawan dia. Dia akan bagi kawan dia. Dia nak tahu lagi. Kan macam contoh yang PM tu. Dia tengok dia pun rasa selesa. So actually at this point time itulah benchmark kita. Tapi kita tahu dia pun tak cukup lagi masa tu. Dia makan yang masa kita dapat dia lagi. Tapi kalau itu benchmark dia pada dia dah okey,
Sebenarnya dulu kita buat secara tak sengaja. Bila kita asyik apa yang present. Nanti saya suruh sebab baru saya dulu lapan dekat yang pergi tempat dia. Tapi ni tempat present. So yang itu sebab kita sama. Tapi now kita buat secara tak sengaja. Now kita replicate pada tempat hukum. Sebab aktiviti kita tak apa dah.
Tapi kalau problem tu dia kita boleh buat lagi.
Boleh. Maybe not just royalty, maybe ada benda macam yang dilatih tu kan. So dia dapat access code ke, nanti kena tanya Nabil tu lah. Sebab kita tak ada benda untuk code atau promotional ke. So dia datang, dia dapat ni, dia dapat masuk dilatih. Kita pilih kan satu program yang bukan macam ni contoh kan. Access program ni kita kalau kita ada scene dekat dalam kelas, we only need to do one more round. Kita record the trainer, bercerita konten tu macam just give a cut masuk konten dalam kelas. Cut. Lepas tu tak, as long as ada 1 jam dan dia tak dekat sebenarnya. Lepas tu nanti sebab datang training, kita belajar banyak, tak ingat semua. Kan? Nak refresh balik. Dia pula dilatih punya konten tu free. Kan free tu saya free yang komisi program. Yang orang lain masuk tu bayar
Qualification the module.
nanti macam semalam punya training video kita boleh dan adalah satu video yang experience kayak
What it takes to apply for each school. I mean, lebih great thing lah. Sampai-sampai that's why saya
Yang paling penting kalau
nanti korang tengok balik. Aku sebenarnya orang dah gitu.
dia lima yang sedikit macam ni. Tapi sebenarnya benda tu akan efek kat rating kita. Soalan pun lain lah nak.
Kita dah pendek kan. Sebenarnya trader,
Sebab insan kita buat kita sepang.
orang tu memang
sebagai awal susah
Tapi
surprisingly yang adik saya soalan yang itu
Oh, dia perform waktu akhiran. Dia perform waktu akhiran.
nampak dia share kat post sekarang.
Ya.
Tu yang ada dia share post. Founder. Chairman.
So, target objektif.
Dan ada sikit
So, target objektif tu.
Target audience.
Target audience.
Lagi lah.
Share saja.
Yeah, the mother and kids story. So basically, we have come to consensus that we need to consider to capture the attention of the participant themselves. When the participant, for example, if they are at TikTok, we will do TikTok videos related to what they will get in the training. Benefit to the participant, but benefit to the sponsors, the one who pays. That one program benefit, what you will learn and all that will be for other platforms.
Oh, that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea.
Kalau TikTok kan confirm kan, so kalau kita program benefit macam vitamin lah, the kids will look at the vitamin, they will look at the crocodile, so
Actually, have you all tried that? Ask the HR to ask the staff, right? They say give them 3 training options. Ask them to vote which one they want. Is it workable in training industry?
depends on the client. Some clients are willing to interact to that extent. Some clients they don't want because they feel like this is people trying to sell or not. So they prefer this is what we want, we propose.
You know why I say that? Because last time when I worked in one of the corporate, right, we have the flexibility. They will put the training calendar into one share drive. Then we will go in and tell that, oh, I feel like I want to go with this. Then they will choose the most people, choose the training course, and then they will make it happen.
It depends on the culture of the client. Some they do, some they don't.
But I mean, you are right. As the decision maker, of course, we'll talk about, budget, increase productivity, help communications and all that. But in terms of participants, they are not looking for that one. I'm sure they're looking for other things else. So probably you can separate your communication. So know where you go. Okay, so we move to the last topic, which is measuring marketing success. It's very important, but sadly, not a lot of people are doing it. Okay, we all didn't measure what we have done, and this is very important actually for marketing. So there's 6 steps in here. I'll go through one by one slowly. To be able to measure, you must set the KPI first. So for each thing you do, for example, if you do Facebook advertising, right, you actually can set the KPI. I want to reach how many? The leads is how many? So when you work with your team or marketing agency, right, you ensure the KPI for each activity is set. Set first, discuss this is some reasonable target to do. Then only you start your marketing activities. For example, if let's say you are doing a cold calling, then from your past experience, okay, 10 calls, I think one will respond, for example. Then you set, then for you, one day you must make 50 calls. Set the KPI. All these marketing activities, even like search words or Facebook, you have to set the KPI. Then you know what you chase after. Because a lot of people they just do. They don't review. They also cannot review because they don't have a target. They don't have a set KPI. So before you do any activity, you set the KPI for each activities, and then you track the metrics. Because after you set KPI, when the result comes in, you track so that you know that are you on track or not. For example, you target to get, I don't know, 100 leads, example. Then you track, you really got get 100 leads or you want to get 100 leads in 1 month, then you 2 months only able to get 100 leads, or something is wrong. So you track the leads first, then you calculate your ROI. Anyone can share how to calculate ROI on it? Based on your understanding. Question. Profit is incremental profit. So means that if normally you do 1,000 sales, then this one you get 1,005 sales, you minus the cost. Then you get the profit. Then you divide by the cost that you put maybe like 500 cost. Then you know the ROI. A lot of time you will get negative ROI. So you also need to set the time frame. For example, you only do for 1 month, but the impact maybe lasts for 2-3 months. Then you need to capture the time frame on the ROI. Then you will know that you conduct this activity, right, is actually making your business better or making your business worse. So you don't know, the marketing is not giving you impact, right? Because now, how you judge is good or not is like you feel. I think it's not okay lah. I think okay lah, but is it okay or not okay? Sometimes you don't know. So that's why we need to calculate the ROI, saying that is it worth of doing this? If it's work, then can we do more? Or maybe this activity, first time you do very good, but as time goes by, getting less and less ROI, not so effective anymore. Then slowly it becomes negative. Then maybe you have to change the type of activities already. Okay, this won't apply on the products or brands because some of the report we will see the market share and brand metrics. So this one also okay. For service, I think not so much unless you have some indications that you want to measure, like study customer satisfaction percentage and all that. Then you can measure. But if you want to measure, remember do a pre-post. Before you do anything, you have one data already. Then after your marketing activity, then you do, then only you will see whether it's improved or going back. Okay, review. Review is not only review the data, review all the things in the marketing activity. What are the things that you have done right? What are the things that you go not so well? So what are the tasks you want to take up? Because you always remember after review is improve on the next campaign. Very important. A lot of people after complete until review, right? Oh, then they found it, documented it. Then after that, the next campaign, they do the same thing. Then they ask, how come my marketing, same thing, but getting not good? Because you never implement on the next campaign. For example, if you know that leaflet doesn't work, then next time you don't do leaflet, you already know that it doesn't work, but you still keep doing that. Of course, cannot. So, and also review your execution. What are the things that inside, small things that are not working? Then you will need to change it and improve on the next campaign. Okay. So, remember these are is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I think a lot of people know this concept, but as a human being, right, we always repeat the same mistake. Because you used to it, right? This is how the way we do business. This is how the way we sell product. Want to change, I don't know how to change. Okay, we do that. But every year on the 1st of January, you set a new target. Have to be better. Right? It's like the New Year resolution, right? I want to lose 5 kilos. But then I still eat the same thing. I didn't go exercise. And then you expect the result will be different. No, the result will not be different. So same thing applies. When you're doing the same thing, you didn't get the result that you want, right? Then you reflect on yourself. Is it because I keep doing the same thing, but I'm expecting different things will happen? It won't happen. Okay? So before I move to quiz, I open the floor. Q&A, discussion, anything you all want to ask or anything you all want to share that you learn or you want to apply.
When you say campaign, can you give some examples on campaign, especially for service industry? But because kalau product, it was easier. There's so many things of there's so many things that you can do, especially product because you can use the information, you can use the mall, and give some freebies, that kind of thing, examples. So kalau macam services, is there any available options for campaign?
There's many new things that you can do on one advertising and measure. Is it like fair that you go? Some of the fair like every year, right? So you realize that you go to the fair and the exhibitions, right? You do something, and let's say you do like the same thing only. But do you review what have you done correctly? What have you done not right? This is also a small event and campaign. It's a marketing activities. So you can review. So for example, if this year you feel that we didn't shout out on our unique selling point, that's why the participants are not engaged. Or then next year, when you go with the same fair and event, I shall be making selling point. Then you compare last year result and this year result. See, is it better? This is your thing. Then for example, like Facebook, you all do posting and all that, right? So previously you all don't have a calendar. So now this quarter you implement a calendar, or last time you post like once in every week, now you do twice in a week. Then you measure, is it better? Do you get more leads, more inquiry to that? So basically it's to track all the changes that you have done, and then you see is it getting you better. If it's good, you continue or make it better. If it's not good, take it out. That's how you keep improving your thing.
I have a question. Because one of the key is this. How crucial or really, what's your thought on, I don't know what's the right term, but things like putting up better reward, very important. How crucial is it to leverage on Putrajaya for those kind of ads?
Okay. Are you attracting people that is Putrajaya to come to you?
I don't know yet. We may want to.
If your objective is to attracting people nearby, then yes. But if your objective is not, then do not. That's my concept. Because for billboards and banners, all that, right, it's only the surrounding people. But I think training provider did that because they want to attract people not too far. They don't want, like, I in Putrajaya, I want to go to, I don't know, for example, Kepong or very far away. The customer don't want to go, it's too far. So they only attract this area. Then they do things like that. So it depends on your objective. If let's say you really want to attract people, but then you also have to think, probably what you have to think deeply is, in Putrajaya there's a lot of big company, right? So you want to attract the people there, maybe it's a HR or something, then probably you need to think where they go for lunch. Isn't that easier to get the people that you want rather than you just put one thing because having people? Just think about it, if it's a big company, let's say you HSBC has an IT department there. You get the IT people, but how is it IT people to do with training? They won't trigger them, right? But if you want to get HR people, probably you have to think, oh, these are all the big companies. The HR people go where to lunch. So marketing is not necessarily spending big budget doing big pay campaign. It's about where is your target audience? How can I get them? And for example, I think I saw a lot of people doing it on other service like that this center or like those kids enrichment class. What they do is, because this location is new, right? They will shoot a video, how to find this place. So they will, like for example, I know that this 10 participant is coming today for training. They will, a day before, WhatsApp them the video and all that. Oh, this is where you are. Then you feel dedicated as a participant. Right? Oh, this training work. Because the first thing people come to a strange place is, where do I park? Is it very far from the parking walk there? How do I what? So if you send this thing like that, then people feel dedicated. Like just like you say, premium customer, they look for dedicated. These are the things that I feel, oh, this training project is different. This dental is different. I went to this dental clinic, this dental clinic very premium one. But I tell you, it's highly endorsed by the mom. You know why or not? Because inside the dental clinic, yes, and their play area is very good play area. They even have the thing that you pick the token, you pick the thing. So when you go and visit, right, they give 2 tokens to your kids. Kids can play there. And then they give you the spin, the 8 one for the kids to take there. Oh, I tell you, your kids are, where is my next dental visit? Because one of the fear that kids have is I don't want to go to dentist, right? With all this, they take away the kids' fear, And I tell you, very crazy is, they lie down on the dental chair. This is a TV. Yes. And then the TV you can choose. You want Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol? Yes. They all need. And then even their toy is a Pink Panther with a giant toothbrush to teach the kids how to brush the teeth. So you see their positioning is no adult one. Adult is out of their area. They just want to do kids. And there's no parent willing to spend money to the kids. Because I know I bring the kids to there, right? My kids won't cry. Very easy, and we need to drag the kids to that, just go there. So you know your paper is too big. So this is one of the examples that you do how to create the differentiations on all these things. So that's my thoughts lah. Banner and one thing, right? You need to be very careful. Is why I would recommend to put in those congested areas because if you drive it, it's very hard to see the message. If you really want to put right, just put one big words. Enough. Don't put too much. I think chances people can see. Really cannot see. That's why you see people that are using bundling is all sales, warehouse sales or whatsoever. Yeah. Some people like to use billboard near the office areas to announce that I'm here. Like this cafe is here. You also see like highway, you see like big Starbucks thing is there. The one is walking past one, be chill. So when you come to service, you need to think other way. You can still do, but just that you will waste a lot of money. There's not much impact. That's why you see a lot of people, for example, those office building, the downstairs for cafe, they will say staff here and drive 5% discount. Because they know the target the people is in the staff here, right? So I only want people like that. I only want people like that to come, so I give them a little bit. Then they try, they will become regular user. Because you work there every day, right? So these are the things that you can try on these things. Any other question or I move to the quiz? Come on, some discussions. What do you guys think on these and all that? I open the floor. Any feedback? Anything that you like or anything you hear more?
I think maybe everyone can share a little bit of what they like and what they pick up from the
Sure. Some of you.
Yes.
I really like this part on the segmentation of the community. At least people know
This is too much. So currently, how is the way that you guys do? You jump straight to what you can present? I'm very quiet.
Let's say that companies that advertise more is not doing, like, they have to advertise because the sales are not as much. For example, Starbucks and Coffee Bean doesn't advertise much. They don't have cards, regular cards and everything. Is that true? Like Starbucks advertise more because they do not have that much of it. Because to see this on cards, I don't think that makes much difference. But Coffee Bean doesn't advertise as much as Starbucks, and they don't have those.
My opinion, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because if there's a ranking, on brand value. So I think you can Google and search Starbucks is very high ranking. It means that if they sell the brand can go for millions. Like McDonald's, Apple, those big brands. So it's just a marketing approach and the business approach. Because some business they decided they don't want to spend so much on the marketing, they don't focus on other stuff. Some people, but one thing is true is when you just started marketing, right? Probably some of the business when they just started massive marketing, you will face some losses because you need to fork out the money to start building. I give you a guideline. Last time, right, when we work right in a company, big company called President, let's say you want to launch a new product, new brand, but nobody knows, correct? But we know how to build it. The guideline is first to third year. Is negative profit. Means that whatever money that you get as sales, they will spend on marketing to build the branding first. They're willing to take first 3 years loss. Then after the 4th year, when your brand is a lot of people know already, then only they start to get back the profit. This is a very common approach in FMCG to build the brand. So that's why you see when the new brand come out, how come they got money for TV, right? So SME also the same. You will realize before that you didn't do any marketing activity, you just run on your own, right? Probably you're getting quite okay, decent profit. Suddenly when you do marketing, I spent so much money, the sales didn't come back instantly. Then my profit like lost, then a lot of people start to stop. But the thing is, marketing takes time and effort to build. So in the long term, it will grow your company. That's why. And also depends on the approach. Because some business owner some business owner feels that I just want to put a low price and everybody will come. Slightly cheaper than my competitor, for example, 10% cheaper than my competitor. People will come already, what do I need to spend on? So it depends on, there's no one standard answer, but depends on what you want and depends on what direction you want to go. But if you ask me, I am the person that strongly believes in marketing. Because I feel that if you go back fundamental product, right, we are all the same. You need to create differentiations. That's all is marketing, like how you're going to get it. Even like our own, like you go for interview, we are marketing ourselves, right? I tell you that I have this kind of experience, I have this kind of academy, I can help you to perform. So a kind of marketing. But very good questions.
For me, it's like expanding our my thinking is that when I'm serving on what other countries are doing, for example, that we can just make this all this work, we are just looking at our competitors, and then we looking at outside Asia, what in terms of
Do you have in mind what country for training industry that you're looking for?
the process would be Singapore, the Southeast Asia region. I know that the Western which is more capability towards Asian preferences.
It's a good thing. I always think that because we are so fixated about Malaysia, right? But actually, if you look at other countries, there are so many industry players doing so well.
First, before I go to this,
and you can see them like what are the things that they have done successful, what are the things that's not well, then you just take the good part of it. So I think that's very nice that we can see other countries. If other countries also don't have example, then if you do, you are the world first already. So good. Thank you.
Okay, I have one more question, maybe as closing. Okay, as a marketeer, actually how details or how far we should know about our competitors, and is it relate in measuring the market success, or how, in your opinion?
Are you familiar with SWOT analysis?
Okay, yes.
Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Do it on your competitor, do it on yourself. Then only your benchmark. Don't only do on your competitor. Why you want to do this? A lot of people neglect the key point is you need to match two SWOT. If this is your competitor weakness and this is your strength, go back on the point. Then that's how you compare it. So in terms of how details, I don't think you need very details. Because a lot of things probably you think competitor doing very well, they also don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Sometimes they just lucky, right? Sometimes you also suddenly this thing can work, right? So sometimes you just need to benchmark because even you know very detailed, and there's something that you cannot execute. What's the point? So you do a key SWOT analysis of competitor and yourself. You try to match and see what are the things that I can win them, or what are the things that there's a big opportunity that no one tap into it, but I think I have the capability to go into it. Because why you want to study competitor? So that yourself is successful. You know where to target. So you go back to the objective. You look at them. You look at yourself. What is the fastest key win point? Where is the strength that I confirm I can win them? That's it. So if all the surface one you already fulfill, then maybe it's time to go into what they call the teams. Because sometimes even you do the exercise, you got so many action plans already. Then my question to you is, how do you prioritize? Because if let's say you got 2 to 5 action plans, probably it will take you 1 to 2 years already to implement. And then you know what work, what not work, and all that. And then your competitor may be evolved also, they're doing new things.
Basically, marketing is something yang memang for me I'm not really used to well. But can you share like best method untuk contohlah macam tadi listening dengan project kan? So what the best method yang you nak tahu daripada interview? So ada method like how you want to know customer tu suka listening
by talking to them. Really in-depth conversations. Talk to them. So don't probing means that like I talk to her, right? She's my target audience, right? You don't tell her the answer. For example, I give an example. And why you buy this? She's cheap. You don't go and assume cheap is 1,000. That is your assumption, not her assumption. Then you ask, how cheap? You realize or not? You don't assume. You keep probing her. You get info from her. How cheap? Then she tell you, 500. Is 500 very cheap? You still didn't tell her it's cheap or expensive. You ask her, is 500 very cheap? Then she started to tell you already. Yes, you know the which brand, right? They do this and then this one got promotion. Got promotion. So if no promotion, you won't buy that. You see it, you don't assume. So first of all, you don't assume that she buy during promotion. You ask, so promotion, will you buy? Then probably she goes, actually I also will buy. Just that the promotion I can save more money. So I might as well just buy it. So means that you actually don't need that promotion. No promotion also she will buy. Is you assume that got promotion she will buy only. So that's how you talk to the consumer. You get the in-depth analysis. First thing is never assume. For example, we like to ask the consumer asking that, hey, you feel this brand, let's say this brand, what do you feel about this brand? Very old brand. Yeah, but we also say, right, we also say sometimes very old brand. But very old brand means how old? If the consumer is like me, 40 years old, very old brand means I think it's 60, you know. But if you ask the other consumer 20 years old, very old brand means it's 30, you know. It's very different just because our age is different now. The old brand is very different to us, you know. So imagine you target a training company and you go to the corporate, that company culture, all people is young chaps, 30, 40 years old, all very young one. It's very different when you talk to another company that is people work there for 10 years, 50 years old, all waiting to retire. Their perception is totally different. So you have to bear in mind with it. So first thing is never assume. Right? So we last time I will always joke, I will always say that, you know, they have the brand Nokia. This brand Apple. Right? We like to say things like that, and young. But you can never assume that as well, because even like expensive and cheap, everyone has a different price. Don't talk about that color. Now I say red color. I'm sure the red color that you guys imagine is a different red color. Your red color will be different from that red color, right? So you can never, when they tell you the answer, you cannot straight away jump to the conclusion. It's like that. No, no. You ask me, why is it? How does it look like? Oh, so like that means no good, is it? And sometimes, for example, if people like to shop in the higher wholesale, things more expensive. And so probably you have the perception that people that buy there are rich people, right? But maybe you talk to the shopper, why you buy there? The things is very fresh. And you know when they do promotion, it's cheaper than outside. You see, it gives you a different perspective already. Oh, it's not rich people shop there. It's they look for freshness. So now if you give them an option is same freshness, cheaper. Will they go? Yes, they will go. So this is the perception. You must very clear what is perception and what is people tell you is the why. That often there is something behind it that drive them. So talk to your client, talk to them, then you slowly teach, because sometimes human being very cute one, they what they tell you is not what they in their mind one. They want to tell you something, but actually it's not really the answer. So you have to prompt them more, then you derive your own conclusions.
But I think the way forward for this is actually we have to instead of we have to really position ourselves in scientists whether more on invest and how to do it, maybe strategy on it, and which target audience and segment that you want to focus on, because previously next year will be 10 years. So positioning. Maybe to some people, 10 years is not that long in the industry, but to some people, 10 years is a significant number. So how do we go for it? What are the values and services that we can offer? We have this, and then we have to go through the segmentation, targeting, and positioning for the business.
So I just have an idea about this one. So for example, you say 10 years, right? People think of it's very long. Some people say 10 years very long, so they have to stay there. So probably you can add something in front. For example, more than 90% of training providers doesn't last for 5 years. We are celebrating 10 years, 10 years. Oh, your status come out already. Right? You set the standard in front, because industry benchmark different now.
Exactly.
Yeah, for some company, 2 years is very long already. So then, as a consumer, I don't know. For example, corporate HR, actually, I don't know whether 10 years is long or not. Probably all the industry also like 15 years. So you put some tagline, you create a comparison. Say, oh, that is 10 years very long in the industry. That's where numbers come in. That's why you will realize a good marketing communication, right? Sometimes you have data. The Korean brand loves to do it, like I saw one bottle every 10 seconds, things like that. Then you feel the impact. You need to create the comparison.
But do we have that kind of data so that we can, instead of we just put numbers, reference or sources that we can look into? Because this is not a product, this is a service. Is there anywhere that you know that we can source? I mean, can put the source in it? Yeah, number is this.
You can call the SME now. 90% of the SME field in the first year, 1 year, right? It's a very common data everybody access. You can use this. Is good for consumer, although sources is important, but it's about how you cut your data. So if you don't want to benchmark training industry because you don't have the data, use SME.
Even like how many percent only ultra endeavors pay for the economics.
Or you want to take an emotional approach, you can say 10 years enough to raise the kids, because primary and secondary is 12 years now. Correct or not? Now, SS idea is the past through 10 years, we are going to graduate from that. emotional approach, but you still give people the impact of 10 years. Because just putting 10 years to people, but you need to build in depth on it. So you make comparison, most of the business people are still there. Second thing, maybe emotional approach. It's enough to raise a kid and there's a time and spend on business.
Because this want to make it, to some people 10 is just a number. But we don't want to make it as a number, we just want to see that there's of course we grow, there's improvement, and there's significant time. It's not just like
was true. 10 years to raise a kid. You can turn it around. 10 years employees selalu dapat long service award. So something along that line, be better. Kalau dapat orang kata tak pernah train pun macam kita dah 10 tahun train orang, and we have seen people improve and not just get the loyalty award, tapi they actually grow and become better people. Kita banyak tu example trainers
a lot. For example, the TT sessions, you more than 100 batch, right? Because my batch is 100 batch. So each course is 5 days then. 500 days of TTT that we have conducted, producing 1,000 certified trainers. You make sure the numbers correct. Producing 1,000 certified trainers. This is the home where the trainers go.
I mana fikir selesai dah masalah.
How the thing I give some comparison, give some background, makes you very different already.
Those things are because past few weeks I will be thinking because we are working on the 10 on the
Many angles you can play with, many.
It's just that not make it significant because to some people 10 is just a plan. Especially those yang not get involved, dia tak tengok the journey, so they don't know that is a long journey. We have seen a lot of company yang tak make it 10 pun. So okay, that's good, that is good, the job that you need, but some people just the plan is not safe. Yes.
So that's why you need to put the context. You put the context, you go 10 years, you feel the difference or not? Rather than just say 10 years, it's like, actually you are survived strong for 10 years and you still these are things that you all can.
So emotion can.
If you don't have data, play with emotion. Very easy. Sometimes data cannot get because you can simply code. Maybe a responsible marketer, you must put the right data. Okay.
You can have both.
But often I tell you, because people also speak to groups, some people very believe in data, some people. So you see your approach to which one more, but it's best to have two. So you can target, all the people also get the message very true. And I think sometimes also like celebrate 100 years or things like that.
The silver, the gold.
Yes. So these are things, because for marketing, right? Okay, you need to be humble as a person, but for marketing, never be humble. Don't try to shout out your things. As a person, you can always be humble, but marketing, you need to shout out your thing. If not, your customer cannot get you. They are so busy. So that's the thing that you can do. 10 years is a very good outcome. A lot of things can turn around from that.
Okay. Maybe partly question, partly thinking. How do we move forward from here to get you to become one of our marketing analysts for advice or because how should we work forward to collaborate and to do that? Because the program itself, I think, is really needed by the people out there. Because we also need this information. But it won't be sufficient just as a training. So how how we move forward.
I also don't know. Anything you want, then we on the way. I need anything on my as of now. So we can explore. You just tell me what you want, and after that I am very flexible.
10 years ni memang
Yeah,
sakit.
we really want to make
You don't want to
very
miss the point.
because 10 years happens only once in a lifetime. So
We want to do something proper.
proper because either I study, we read a lot of articles. Most of them are talking about products. So I wanted to apply to here as a studies. I think macam tak kena tak sesuai.
Tak boleh nak
I
adapt.
don't know because nak pusing kena orang dia jadi macam. So I guess if you can I mean like the tagline is very simple.
Because for Access Idea, I think the key selling point is outside. So try to change the that's why I said never shine. You are a humble person, appreciate that, but when you do marketing, don't be humble. So change out a few key points, move it around, and you can speak a very just by doing something different, you can win a lot of your competitor in this industry. Okay, I got a quiz. That's your understanding. Okay, name two of the digital marketing platform.
Facebook.
Okay, I'll pass it. Good. Please remember SEO. Very important, especially for service industry. Okay, why measuring marketing success is important? ABC.
So
So really, because some people, I think they keep doing the same thing. So they say, oh, so what you want me to do, I do. You get what I mean? Boss say do this law. Why you do colorful one? Boss like man. Yes, it should be about it. So you remember, the boss is not the decision maker unless the boss is the audience. The different story, right? Is the audience. But or else, if not, right, then you have to think about who's your audience. Are they going to help? Okay, so I want to end my training session with this book. I feel it's very interesting. Stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time. It's not going to work. Because a lot of people mindset is, this is a problem. I stop my advertising money. You create more problem in future. Okay? So thank you. That is my session. Thank you. Did you post question?
the one